Yo, what's up? What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Lefty Live on a Thursday. I'm scrambling a little bit. Can't tell. Got home from taking my kid on a walk before she goes to sleep and was doing some Devo stuff. I lost track of time. So, scrambling. How are you guys doing? How are you doing today? Oh, we got a lot of comments already. You guys are busy. What's up, Stacy? What's going on? What's going on, Alice? James, what's up? What's up? We got Jason Brown's raffle. Yes, please donate to that. Hit up the raffle. It's definitely the way to be. Shout out to the raffle. 814. What up? What up, Alex? How's it going, dude? We're going to have Ben on tonight from Jack Wolf Knives. He's getting his shit ready over there. Brand new American. What's up, man? What's up? What up? All right. Craig, what's up, Craig? D Metal, what up? What up? What up? Josh, what's going on? Pretty sure the Buzz is $2.99 and the Zircuti backspacers are $60. Yeah, I don't know if somebody was asking, but the Buzzes are going to be $2.99. So originally we had all the versions at $2.99, and this one with the satin blade was going to be $3.19. But we thought we'd just keep it simple, and we went $2.99 across the board. Plus, I noticed a lot of people aren't spending money right now, so I was like, why don't I take less of your money, and maybe that'll be a good idea. So we switched that up to $2.99, and then the backspacers are 60 bones a piece. The backspacers on the stout were $35 for Mokutai. We do have Zirkutai on the way. The reason they're cheaper is because it was cheaper for us. So we're not going to just – we would actually lose money if we charged the same as this. Best Tech just charges more. Plus, it's Zirkutai. So I guess it's a little different. But the stout Zirkutai backspacers will be less. I don't know. It's complicated. But anyway, I want to bring Ben on. What up, dude?
You, what's up?
Nothing. Just fogging up my glasses.
Nice.
Fucking hate glasses, but I also need to get this bitch out of here. Jesus.
Contact lenses, bro.
I know. I need to get some, but I got glasses last year. I just haven't gone back to the eye doctor to do the old contact lens thing. What's up, Javon? What's going on, dog?
I'm on my iPad, and I don't think I can look at us and the chat at the same time.
Are you doing something different?
Yeah.
In your office?
I'm at home. I usually set up my computer, but the lighting isn't great, and I got this iPad, and I thought, hey, let's see if this thing works any better, and I'm already at a disadvantage.
Well, you want to switch over to your laptop or something?
Do you think I need to monitor the comments?
I don't care. You usually like to pick comments and answer them and shit, but I can do that.
Give me a couple minutes to gear up.
Okay, sounds good.
I'll be right back, everyone.
Benny's gonna come back stronger than ever, baby. Yo, what up, Brian? What's up, dog? I know everybody's a dog now. What up, dog? What up, dog? Blue Creek Knives. Stafford, what up? What's up, Corey? I'm going to squint a little bit so I can read. Dan, what up? Darnell, what up? Mick, what up? You guys are all here. Brian, what's up, dude? Uh-oh. Said Stevie says, make steak knives magnetic again. Yeah. Yep. We were at dinner, and at Blade West, we were at dinner. Stevie, Colin, and my old boss. Chad, and all of a sudden we're eating dinner and everything, and then all of a sudden Stevie's like, look, this steak knife is magnetic, and we're like picking up other utensils with the steak knife. The end, just the tip was magnetic. It was fucking weird as hell. My thinking was they hang them on a rack or something in the back, but the guy was like, no, we don't put those on a rack, a magnetic rack, but that has to be what it is. Because it was like just the tip and it was a couple of them. That's a bargain for a backspacer still. That's a lot of material. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what backspacers normally go for. Yes, I've seen like I've bought the kits from this is this is Mokutai. I bought this from Brian Brown. I think it was $160 for the kit that had the pivot collars, backspacer, and the clip. And then like something obscene charges like something obscene, $229 or something for a Zirkutai kit. But we're just charging, like, we just take what it costs us and we add a few bucks. Like on the backspacers, we're not trying to make a bunch of money off backspacers. We just want you guys to be able to customize your shit. So like these we sold for 35 because we could. We got Zirkutai ones coming for the stouts, and those will probably be like 45 maybe because they're a little bit more expensive. But Best Tech just charges more, maybe because they're a third party, or maybe the finishing is different. They put more labor into it. I don't know, but they charge us more, so we got to charge a little more. But we're not making much off of those. We wanted to make them affordable, so they're going to be $60 if you want one. You don't have to add it to your order if you don't want to, but it'll be listed with the Buzz. You don't have to go to a different page or anything. You just pop one in your cart, pop the Buzz in, and boom. Ben's back. Well, the fireplace is back.
Yep, I'm just looking for my phone. I'm a mess.
Dude, don't worry about it. Urban Weisman, what up, dude? So when is Devo starting its jimping service? Nah, man, not doing it. But the Buzz will have jimping, so we added Vox style jimping to it. We tried to add it to the Growler, but it was too late already. You can thank said Stevie for the inspiration on that. Nick, what up, dog? Tom, what's up, dude? You want me to call you or something?
I'll figure it out. I'm just going to shut the camera.
You want me to? Okay, yeah, I can just pull you down. I'm making a paracord pouch for a multi-tool tonight. Nice. I like. I'm a Deval dog. What's up, dog? I like it. Brian, what up? Knife Nerd, what up, bro? Oh, here we go. Fogging again. Craig Hamilton, let's go ahead and send me a link so I can go ahead and pre-order my book. Thanks, dude. Yeah, I'm hoping a lot of people feel that way. I've been looking around at the pre-orders lately, and seems like it's a tough gig right now to get a good pre-order. We just want to fund the damn thing. I just want to get enough orders to place the order, and I'll be happy. Aberdeen, what up? Todd. What's going on, Todd Carr? How are you, sir? Brown Jaegers were about 70 for the backspacer. Yeah, so there you go. I mean, it's still on par. I don't know what they charge, but I doubt Brian Brown's trying to get rich off of kits as well. It's just, it is what it is. We got to make our $10 or whatever. It was probably magnetized from the magnets they put in garbage cans to prevent silverware from being thrown away. What? So, but how long? So our steak knives were in the garbage for like an hour before they got served to us? That's not good. What up, Ian? How you doing, man? How's it going, brother? There was a Brian Brown Raptor with the Mokutai kit on the secondary yesterday. Nice. Almost pulled the trigger. Good knife. Can you just sell me all the knife parts and I'll assemble it myself? Nope, can't do that. Sorry. Hey, look, Ben's here from Jack Wolf Dice. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream.
Thank you. It's
Haven't
freaking amateur hour around here, man.
I haven't seen you in a
Can't
minute.
find my phone. Can't get my computer set up right. I give up. I'm just here to hang out. I don't need the phone. If there's an emergency, they'll deal with it.
Yeah, it's all good, dude. You don't need that shit.
What's up, everybody? I know it. You feel like naked, right? When you don't even have it. It's like, where is it?
I know. It is fucking weird. I hate it.
It's not good.
Always has the fire going. Sophistication level max. Yeah, and he lives
I
in
do it for you guys.
Arizona. He does not need that shit.
I sweat it out for you guys.
If Ben can see chat, I'm going to need the low drag to be next and be available in Natty. Thanks.
I'm looking forward to that one myself. It's like one that in its Great Eastern Cutlery form is super awesome. So I'm hoping that carries over for you guys, the modern knife guys.
Nice. Is that the one with the bullet end?
Correct.
Is that what it's called? I just call it that. Or maybe you said
Yeah, you got it. Bullet end jack or a teardrop.
Okay, you probably said it once. Then I just picked it up. I'm learning, man. I'm learning. How new is MagnaCut knives? MagnaCut's a steel. It's been around for, I don't know, like a year or two at this point. Probably a year. It's been like
last year.
It's become prevalent as of, well, I know they had it at Blade Show last year in 21, so it's been over a year. But it was like just coming out on small bat. Like Chris Reeve did a really small run at that Blade Show. But now you're seeing it like on a lot of stuff. ProTech's doing runs of it on the Mordax. Ben and I, oh no, yours is 3V. I got the Chickadee in MagnaCut from Jacob Creates.
4V.
Oh, my bad, bro. My bad.
Whatever the difference is.
It's
got one more V in it, bro.
I think 4V has more edge retention than 3V.
When it gets dull, I'll have it sharpened.
I don't get it with the shit like Kaiser's using it, and people are raving about it because Kaiser's using it on their little tiny flippers, and it's like, the fuck you need 4V on a tiny little flipper for? It's not stainless, and it's tough as hell. Like, what? I'm gonna bust through some staples at work with my mini flipper? I don't know. I just find it weird. But whatever.
All this stuff is weird. We're weird.
Embrace it. We're strange people, man. We are strange motherfuckers.
Did you talk to is it Devin Thomas or Devlin Thomas, the dad?
Yeah. I was there when he came up to your booth.
Okay. Interesting guy. I would not have pictured him to look like a 400-pound dude with suspenders and a big old 10-gallon hat.
Considering who his son is, right?
Builds.
It was pretty funny because he's like, he goes, somebody made me a sign that says Laren's dad. Because it used to be, he was Devin's son. Now he's Laren's dad. I love this shit. That's what happened.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, he was cool. Interesting dude for sure. What up, Jacob? What's going on? He's got some slip joints coming out too. His pre-order's on the 26th, I think, for the Vanish. I really dig that one. I think you would probably find that one interesting because it's I would say it's a real modern take on it, but it still has really good slip joint features. The Walk and Talk was sick on those.
Where'd you handle it?
He sent me the prototypes.
Oh, cool. Did you make a video on it?
Yep. Yeah, I did an unboxing. I think that one's up. And then I have a review coming tomorrow night because I think yours I did tonight. I posted tonight just before this. And then his I think I did tomorrow night. Something like that.
Let me see that buzz, dude.
Being all strategic and shit about my video placement.
You're a strategizer.
That's the buzz, baby.
I like it, man.
I like it too. I love it, actually. It's my favorite one that we've done so far.
Yeah, I could see how that. I could see that. I like the hole. Looks like you got that in the right spot. Can definitely get a good flick on it. Obviously, I'm into that blade. Yep, there you go. I'm into the blade shape.
Yeah, I love this blade shape. I love the contoured handles.
Yeah.
It's super comfortable in hand. I mean,
What's
it's
the
probably my
material on the
favorite
handle?
because I didn't really design it, Colin did. So I know it's better than what I can do. But I put my flair on it. I put the little front
What are the
fender on
handles made
there.
out of?
What?
What are the handles made out of?
Titanium.
Okay. Yeah,
You know,
sweet, dude.
good stuff. It'd be kind of funny.
Reversible clip,
It'd be kind
obviously.
of cool if we started making knives out of different shit, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like everything's titanium. It'd be cool if somebody came up with that. Would be a revelation. Somebody came up with something different than aluminum or titanium, like something in the middle. I kind of want to do an aluminum knife to see, because like aluminum's not bad.
No, I was actually gonna just bring that up, but you said it first. It's easy to machine, so it's not as expensive to machine. It's a less expensive material, but it's super durable, and you can anodize it.
Yeah, I know they usually hard anodize it, like which means they basically paint it, I think. I don't know why that is versus like anodizing it with color. I don't know if maybe you can't do that. I don't know, but
You can add color to hard anodize. I think like AR-15 lowers are class 3 hard anodized, whatever that means specifically.
right. But what I mean is
they're
like
black.
it's basically like a paint. That's why they call it hard anodized. Like if you chip this, it just looks like you chipped a piece off. It's not like, you know what I mean? It's not like I don't know how to explain that better, but to me it just kind of comes off like you Cerakoted it or something.
Right.
But I don't know. I'd love to try doing an aluminum frame, right? And like S35 and see how cheap that would be. Like, and if you're getting basically the same qualities as, especially if you're not doing a frame lock, because you don't need the springiness of the titanium or whatever, it could work. I don't know. I'd just be curious what the price point would be and if these OEMs would do it, because you don't see anybody do it.
No, when I think of aluminum knives, I think of like some of the stuff that Kershaw does. Like their liner locks and stuff. Like some of those Ken Onion designs or some of those aluminum handles, like the ones that are auto assisted, or not auto, but assisted.
Yeah.
What do they call that? Speed safe.
Yep, I hate that shit.
So if you have a liner lock, I don't see why you can't have aluminum scales. You could definitely do them on a slip joint.
Right. Be curious.
Smells like my dog right now. It smells like he's been in here.
Oh yeah.
Why not stainless on flippers as long as it's got good edge retention? I'm curious, very curious about if I did a slip joint in something that's stained, if guys would actually buy it. Because the slip joint guys say they want it, but I feel like I got more modern knife guys buying. And are they going to be like,
want it. I mean, I would get one, just because it's you, and I'd probably like the design. I wouldn't let it stop me. I'll put it that way, but like, I wouldn't want it because I don't want to rust that shit, and I will,
Right.
Damn, I want the Devo with the black blade and white scales. Damn, that looks good. White scales. We have one with bead blast scales. They're not white though. I'm on the list to get the Vanish prototypes. Really hoping he does the blue G10 version for $89. Yeah, I would still get the titanium ones, but can't hurt to have a cheaper option for $89. Roman stuck in traffic. Yeah, thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
Jiggle the nuts.
Yeah.
Speaking of sub $100 blue G10, I got Casey's knife yesterday, and that thing is the fucking pound for pound value knife
Where is it?
that I've seen in a long time.
This thing's a beast, man.
Yep, I got the blue G10 one, and it looks good. Dude, the blades are really well done. It locks up tight, and it's action slick.
The D10 is
money.
Fire, dude. Action. I got my skiffs in here already. I got my clip on here already. This thing's dude. This thing's killing it. For $85 for my Carta, $75 for the G10 ones on that pre-order. Kind of hard to beat that, isn't it? Especially on an OEM project. Sure, Kubi could beat that if they did it themselves, but even then, 14C and G10, they charge $70 for that themselves. Like, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm happy for Casey. They came through. He's got a sick design. Cool knife. I'm really digging it.
It is. I when I finally got it, as we all know, you cannot appreciate a knife fully until it's in your hand, right? You can watch videos, you can take pictures, but you don't have a real sense of it. And when I got it in my hand, I was like, the most striking thing is this does not feel like it. It feels like it should cost more.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of which,
honestly,
got that blue G10 version right here.
Yep. I like it.
Give this away tonight, baby.
Oh, that's a good giveaway. I've never been much of a G10 guy, but I really like that blue. Like, I think it's the color that does it for me, and it feels good. Sometimes G10 can feel kind of like hollow and like light because I think it has those liners in it or something. It just gives me a different vibe.
Yeah, we got some super chats. Yo, Jeremiah, congrats to you and everyone that's involved with the knives. We're all proud of you, Kevin and Colin. Thanks, dude. Sup? Appreciate that, dog. Kangaroo nutsack right there for your 10 bones. Much love. Thank you, Jeremiah. Appreciate that, dude. Didn't you win a sick knife last week? I think you won like a arcane crawler with Damasteel or some shit and a lotto. That looked awesome.
What's up, KC? Yeah, we were giving props to the opinion, man. I was saying that it feels like a knife that should cost more than it does, which I hope you don't like construe to mean I was knocking it. In fact, it was a compliment.
There's no way you're knocking it. For my fellow lefties, show Sackfo.
Okay, $20 hairs. You're the man.
I know. 20 bones, dude. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Oh, we got another one. Holy shit. You guys are
awesome, man.
Dropping the cash tonight. Keep up the good work. You're all killing it with it. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Boom. More nutsacks for you. All you got to do is pay me, and I will wave a nutsack in your face.
I'll do it for free.
Shit. He'll do it for free. Don't tell people that shit. Thank you, Jeremiah. Yeah, Casey, we're going to give one of these bad boys away tonight. I got this blue one right here. G10. Yeah, I bought the 3-pack, but I don't need 3 of them. I need the black micarta one. I was thinking about keeping this one to have for like in case anything goes wrong, but I kind of know the guy, so I'll be good. But I love the micarta, so I got this blue G10 one. I sold the black G10 to Tyler Overland EDC, so he's got one, and then this one's gonna go to one of you guys. Beautiful stonewash. They did a sick job on the stonewash.
They did. It like gleams, man. It like twinkles. It's. Yeah. I was just really impressed all the way around, and my knife was sharp as hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they took the time to put a good edge on those things.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's weird, man. You get prototypes. Like I have prototypes from Kubi, and they're not all that sharp. And it's like, I think with prototypes, sometimes they just don't finish them off the way they should. So she said they don't finish them off the way they should. And it's like, my thinking on prototypes is they should be going further. Like they should be going that full extra mile. But I think a lot of these companies just make so many prototypes for people. They just kind of like get them done just to show you the design. And I don't know, like they think you're going to just trust that their production is good. I don't know. It's weird. It's interesting. But here's the giveaway. I had my first knife go on the secondary. How much was it? How much did it go for? That's always a fun. It's always a fun thing, dude. And you don't ever want to feel weird about it either, dude. People buy knives and then they don't have money anymore. So when they get it, they sell it, or they just don't like it. It doesn't work for them. The blade finish is great. I love stonewash. I'd rather have a decent stonewash over satin any day. I don't know, man. You give me one of these belt satins all day long, and I'll take it. I mean, if this was on every knife, fuck yeah, I'd die happy if this was on every knife. But that doesn't mean I don't like a stonewash. I do. But and that's sweet, sweet hollow grind. God damn it. Man.
That thing cuts. That thing's a cutter.
Dude, I cut a bunch of cardboard yesterday, and I brought the blue one out with me. And damn, dude, it was like it literally felt like I was cutting through air or something. It was pretty fucked up, dude. And then afterward, I'm like checking the edge. I'm like, this fucking thing is so thin. Like, there's no way it held up. Like, it has to be like chipped or something. Because I was going through like double layered cardboard, just like, and I was just sticking this is what she said, just stuck the tip in. And then I would kind of like on a downward angle like this, I would just go, I just leaned down and the blade would just go right through that shit. Because there was a box inside the box. So I had to just use the tip and then kind of guide it in. Dude, fucking beast, man. I did use the pinion a little bit too, and it also did a fantastic job. But this thing's a laser beam. Like, it almost feels like you're not doing anything. I don't know. It's hard to explain. But you know what I mean, because you probably use them all the time. But yeah, that was sick. And then what else did I use? I think I used this guy too. The
is that the new NAF?
Fuck is this thing called? The Lander. NAFSCO Lander. I actually bought another one of these too. And I got purple scales. See if maybe my wife wants one. It's actually really good. I mean, $59. You're getting a lot here, 59. I do wish it was 14C instead of D2 though. Because I don't like D2. I might rust it or something, but it's got a good stonewash as well. So, but all three of these did a great job. But like these things, man, they're just like, it's crazy. I've never felt that before when cutting. Like if you cut through paper, like if you just like do that, that's literally how a fucking 2-wall cardboard felt. I don't know.
It's awesome. Yeah, I'm very happy with the blade grinds, obviously. The re-op prototypes had excellent blade grinds. These are better. When I first got the very first prototypes, I was like, holy shit. They fucking nailed it with these. And they're just getting better, honestly, I think. As they make more of them, they're starting to
I was wondering that.
Understand what I want.
How does this keep happening? Like in my unboxing, I'm like, how do they just keep getting thinner? Like it's crazy. Like I swear I measure this at 7 thousandths behind the edge. Now I might be wrong. It might be 9, but like Jesus Christ.
And the other thing too, like if you think about it, when your blade is like in that cardboard, so you got your behind the edge dimension, but also, as you're working your way up, it's fucking thin.
Right.
almost all the way to the top. And it's like, no wonder I'm just not encountering all this extra friction and like wedging. It's just not happening. It's like, wouldn't you rather have a blade grind like that in an entry level steel than just some wedgy tactical knife and the latest, greatest edge retention,
That's the thing,
whatever
right?
you want to call it?
That's the thing that people don't understand. Like, I've been talking about this for years, guys. The blade angles, the edge angles. I'm just kidding. There was this dude who posted this video like, calling out reviewers for not measuring edge angles and shit. Like, it was fucking hilarious. But no, a knife with a good grind and good thinness behind the edge in a lesser steel, to me, is better than having this thing in whatever the fuck it is. Like, I don't care how fancy you get on the steel. This thing isn't going to cut as well as this thing in D2. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, it's an interesting conversation for sure. Now, it'd be nice if they both just came in, some cool shit. Real quick, shout outs. What up, Gideon Stuff? I saw you there, buddy, sneaking in here. Backpack B, what's up, Brent? Evan, what's up, dog? Thrasher.
Neves is in the house.
Will B, who's in the house?
Jared Neeb.
Oh, what up, Jared? Jared or Kara, what's going on? Did I miss anybody? B Iance? Am I missing something there? B Iance? I don't know.
And Biance.
We're gonna see mirror polish on the JW knives.
So
weird question.
I did the Knife Modders version in mirror. And the fact of the matter with mirror is the only way to get it is with like that grunt work, And so I don't even know what they charge me to do it and if they'd even do it, because you got to do it by hand and you got to step through all those grits. And I think, frankly, most people aren't interested, because even though most people don't even use half their knives, they just carry them around. People will say like, oh, I don't want to pay that extra money for something that if I look at it wrong, it's going to scratch. So I just don't know if it would have mass appeal. Like, who's making production knives with mirror blades right now?
But there's not a big enough market, dude. Trust me. It's not like that's custom.
Great Eastern. Yeah. Now Great Eastern Cutlery, quote unquote mirror polishes their blades, but they're not mirror polished. They're just polished.
Right. Carco says, did anyone else stout blade come with a branded Frost Cutlery? Sorry, I can't fucking read. It was funny when I read it the first time. I laughed at it. Sorry, I just butchered the shit out of that. Thank you, sir. There's your ball sack. By the way, this is that Beetle from Max Ace that has the one. Well, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positions. But they're
quarter
weird.
Stops.
What?
That's quarter stops.
If you look at them, they're not really like stops. It's kind of like, it's hard to explain because you just kind of.
Is the spring sticking out at the quarter position?
So like when you close it from this position, it just falls. Like there's nothing you're breaking through. But when you open it, you got to break through it. Does that make sense?
Does it have detents inside or something?
I don't think so. I think it has like cornered tangs.
Cam tangs? Yeah.
I don't know if I can. Hold on. Let me see if I can.
You'd have to take that apart, dude, and take a picture of the tang if you get brave enough.
I don't know if
it's got like a liner.
You see the weird angles though?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's how they're doing it. They're just putting these like weird angles on the tang so that it gets caught in between.
It's not for me.
It's fucking weird and it's dumb. Honestly, it does not feel. There's no satisfaction. Like what I love about a slip joint is that crisp, just like,
Ooh, look at that jump, dude.
yeah, that jump where this is like, and then like you get a little bit of it, but it's just not the same. Anyway, I had some people comparing these to your knives because of the belt satins. And let me see if I can get it. There you go. The belt satin.
Similar.
And the nail nick. I mean, it's a fucking nail nick, but
nail nick is not the same.
But if you actually have the knife in hand, unless this company just does shittier work on their knives, they're not making yours. Usually they take more care when they make their own shit. The transitions aren't very good. The titanium finish is very different. It's more of a polish than a blast. Again, we just saw the action. So I don't know. I mean, you're sitting right there. You're not going to answer, but I'm just saying people have brought this up. I do not think Max Ace makes these, but I could be wrong. Who knows? He's not going to tell us one way or the other, but my vote is no.
Ian's telling Neves to relax with the caps. He doesn't like Neves yelling.
There's literally people in group chats I'm in that's Shane Gables does it, Pocket Metal does it. They type in all caps. And apparently part of it is because on their videos they do it and maybe they get more views because their titles are in all caps or something. But like I fucking hate it. Don't talk to me in all caps. Like it just feels like you're yelling at me. And like it also just seems weird. Why are you in all caps?
Are those Neves, when you type in all caps, do you hold shift and type each button, or are you a caps locker?
That's the other thing. You have to remember to caps lock? Like what the fuck? I'm not taking that thing apart. It's not mine. White Mountain Knives, let me check it out. Shout out to White Mountain Knives. Lefty 10, guys. Use my code Lefty 10 at White Mountain Knives, Blue Creek Knives. Go shop at Blue Creek Knives. Brian's the man. There he is. There's Brian. Brian's the man. Long pools are better than nail nicks.
You know, let's talk about that for a second, because this is what I've seen. A lot of the, like, when slip joint guys are new to the thing, like, everyone's attracted to the long pulls at first. I don't know why. Just maybe it's like it's kind of obviously more attractive, let's say. But I noticed with me, I felt that as time went on and I became more, I don't know, of an aficionado, I guess, I really started to appreciate
more of a
crescents.
pompous dick.
Kind of. It's like, it's easy to make the long pull look good on just about anything, but like to put the crescent in the right spot, like it's easy to put it in the wrong spot and it throws the whole thing off. Now, certain blade shapes, like I don't like a sheep's foot with a crescent. That one needs a long pull.
So that's why I think people like, this is what I was going to say, why I think people like the long pull is because it goes on certain blade shapes like a sheep's foot, and a sheep's foot is just my favorite. So like naturally I'm going to gear towards the long pull because you see it more on a sheep's foot. Does that make sense?
It looks
By the way,
good on a clip.
This knife in my hand is the greatest knife ever made, I think.
Man, they're like almost at this point, not a day goes by that someone doesn't ask me about when I'm going to make those next. Like I'm starting to understand that I could probably have a knife company off that one model alone. Because not everybody, I don't want to sound like that. A lot of people want one. And at Blade Show West, I had them on the table, and everybody's like, "Ooh, look at this one! Look at this one!" I'm like, "Man, like that one has universal appeal."
Yeah, but this specific knife is the greatest knife.
Yeah, that specific
possibly
knife is
ever.
dope. Yeah,
this might be my knife of the year right here, dude.
I won't be mad.
Because you know that matters.
What do I get?
I said that
what
like
do I
it
get?
mattered. Oh my god.
Do I get like a
I'm such a
20% off at
douchebag.
Denny's?
I'm such a douchebag. Oh my god.
Oh, we're so lame.
I know. I need to quit now. Knife of the year. Holy shit. Okay. Hey, here's a blue one. Look at that.
What do you think of the blue one, dude? I didn't get a chance to watch your review yet.
Fucking hate it. No, I'm just kidding. I like the blue. I wish there was more blue, but I always wish there was more when it's this or dark matter. I always want more, you know.
Yeah,
But I think I like
it's
this
subtle.
better than dark matter because it's more even.
Yeah,
Does that make sense? I definitely like the red better. I think it just makes the most sense with the design, vampire, all that shit. And I just like having more color. With that said, I do like the blue. Troy's gonna make me, I think, this slip. This is my ORJ. He's gonna make me the same color scheme for this guy, which I think is gonna look sick.
is that navy leather or black leather?
It's navy leather, navy Pueblo.
Yeah.
He said this shit patina is like really nice,
I like that a lot.
dude. He's a
Troy,
fucking
your maker's mark comes out really good too, dude. Your stamp. I feel like his slips are getting better the more he makes them.
dude. They've never not been good.
But you know what I mean.
Like, here's my first one for the sharpshooter. This thing's fucking sick.
Yep.
But I think, yeah, I mean, color combos and shit like that. I've been using this one. This one was for the canine, but it works perfectly with the
Oh, you can see it molds really good.
So he's making a black one with red stitching for this, but we'll see what I do. I might leave it or I'll switch. I'll put the canine in that one. I don't know. But I think it's going to be a little bit shorter because this does sit pretty deep. It's fucking sexy though, dude. I don't know if you saw if you saw my pocket dump today. I actually took the knife out of the.
I did. I saw. Put it next to the leather. I was thinking,
just for you, man.
Yes, it's like we can have both items displayed. It's like pretty lady in a burqa. It's like, we don't know what that looks like under there. Let her out.
Exactly. Dark matter is where it's at. Dark matter.
See, I like that there's dark matter people, and I like that there's designer series people. Like I have some people at the shows, they go right to the dark matter, and they're like, "Oh, I like this a lot better. That other one's just too busy." And it's like, okay, I mean, I can keep doing them both ways for you guys if enough people are down with the dark matter. I think it's a good contrast.
That's the thing is, I think the people who like normal, just like marbled carbon fiber are going to be more into dark matter or this, right? And it's just a hint of the color. But people who want, the color are going to be into this stuff or, what would be sick is that 80s fat carbon or camo carbon on one of these. I know you probably already have it coming. So it's just a matter of which one. That's going to look sick, or at least it could, theoretically.
We never know till I get a batch. It's like it's
but I've seen that shit on a lot of stuff. I've had it, and it always looks good.
But have you seen it? I mean, I've seen it contoured, but like contoured and flat are not the same with these carbon fibers. Flat, you're getting that surface where it looks like there's bubbles of color. And when they contour it, you're getting the layers. And, until you get a batch with a bunch of pieces, you don't really know how that's going to look across a batch. Hey, Jared's saying you guys need to start speaking up. I can't hear you. You talking to me and Kevin? I don't think anyone's ever accused us of being quiet.
He said chat after that, so I think he meant the chat.
Oh, because no one else is using caps? Is that what that meant?
Yeah, I think that's what he's saying. I think he's drinking tonight. Lefty EDC, do you usually have a multi-tool as part of your EDC? So No, not really. I mean, I have one in my bag. I have one in my truck, but I just don't have any more pockets. Like I usually carry a front pocket knife. I carry a back pocket knife. Like today, I had the Vampire Jack up front. I had the Baby Barlow in the rear. And then I had my flashlight on me in my front right pocket. Got my polished Zerk CWF, which is fucking baller, by the way. And then I'll carry a fidget in my coin pocket. I had the Axis Micro in Zerk. And then, like I might have that chickadee on me on the belt, but like I'm running out of fucking pocket. My pants are on the goddamn ground. So like I can't stick a multi-tool in there too. And I'll be honest, I don't know the last time I needed a multi-tool and I wasn't at a house where I could just go grab a tool, maybe once in a blue moon you need it, but like I have one in my bag and then I have a Leatherman PS5 or Squirt or whatever hanging off the bag, and then the truck has all types of shit in it. So I don't know. I just don't think I need one. But what about you guys? You guys carry a multi-tool? Ben, you carry anything?
No, I don't carry a multi-tool. I don't like having a lot of stuff in my pockets. It drives me kind of nuts after a while. So, but of course I always have a Jack Wolf. I go front right pocket. I always have these. I can't live without my AirPods, dude. I love these things.
Yeah, I always love them because they're in my ears or on my bag or sitting right here.
Phone calls, like these things change phone calls for me,
dude. The fuck doing this shit is fuck.
Never again. If I catch myself holding the phone up, I get like mad at myself.
It fucking hurts.
You go to. Oh, it's brutal. Like you go to speakerphone, but you still got it, out in front of you. But the
everybody can hear that shit.
Yeah, exactly. So always got the AirPods, my car keys, which has my house keys and my office keys on it. That's front right. Front left is the pocket knife, and back left is wallet. And I don't think I'm forgetting anything. I think that's it.
Your phone?
Oh, my phone. Sorry, because when I wear shorts almost all year. So front left cargo is a knife, and then front left like slit pocket is phone. And sometimes I'll go phone and knife in the same pocket, but I usually split them up. And then if I wear jeans, pretty much the same thing, knife and phone in the pocket. And dude, I put stuff in the fifth pocket, but do you ever have shit pop out of that pocket?
With a fifth pocket?
Yeah, like when you sit down, like your leg kind of makes things slide out of that pocket. I've dropped a knife or two, like small ones that I had in there, and I just stopped doing it.
I never put a knife in the fifth pocket. It's always something like this, like a little something that tucks in pretty far.
Yeah, that would stay better.
Yeah.
And then I've been getting into, let me see here. So I bought a pouch from Tom Medvedich, Notorious EDC. You guys buy his pouches if you can catch them on the drops. I was never a pouch guy, but I see all you guys doing it, and it got me interested. And then I wanted to have Ranger eyes and be like all the cool kids. So this is the pouch right here, and he calls it the AGP, the All Good pouch.
Nice.
And so it's got. You guys want me to walk through this? I guess we got nothing better to do. So there's a zipper pocket on the outside. And in there, I keep extra hardware for the slip joints. So if anybody needs one or if I bug or something, I got them. Then on the inside, I've got let me do it like this, I guess. No, it was better the other way. Sorry, I'm an idiot. So here is nano oil right here, a Sharpie and a pen, which I never use, but they're here, and I got to put something there, right? And then here is a beer bomb. I don't even drink, but in case I got to open someone's beer or get in a boxing match.
Or because you bought it off them and you want to carry it.
Or because it's just kind of cool. And then I got this I actually use. the Vero. Vero gave me this a long
The
time ago
Fulcrum?
when I bought a
Fulcrum's
knife from
shit,
him.
dude.
I think this is a mini Fulcrum.
Yeah, you can't carry that in your pocket, but in a pouch, that's awesome.
Dude, it's perfect. And then I got the O-rings on it. It has the screwdriver bits.
Yeah.
And then right here in this pouch, I have the T8, T6, and T10 in here. And then I got a cleaning cloth wadded up in here. It's like this is my little knife repair kit. And then I got some Q-tips and some Loctite in that bag there.
That's basically what I do when I take any type of trip. I load up. I have a Knoll Knives pouch that I load up like that with everything. It's fucking awesome to have everything just in one spot.
And I got alcohol pads. If you guys are ever going to get alcohol pads, this is the only one to get. Don't buy anything but these BD. All the other ones are shit compared to these.
In what way?
Been down that road.
Shit.
Not saturated enough, shitty fabric. Like these are, how it's one of those things. I've tried them all and nothing measures up. They're like 10 times better than the others. It's like that kind of situation.
Wow.
Yep. I'll put my seal of approval on it. So at some point, are you just carrying a purse? Yes, Redbeard. This is my man purse with my little, but honestly, it's kind of nice having it all in one spot, and I throw it in the backpack. Even though 2/3 of the stuff basically never get used. There you go. Yeah, there's the fireman, Brian, saying always put a cat tourniquet in your pouch. It's not a bad idea, certainly.
We're out for a
When's
beer
the last
right now,
time,
bro?
Yeah, I don't drink anymore, Colton. I mean, I used to drink and party a lot, and back in like 2017, I quit drinking, and I haven't regretted it. I don't mind being around alcohol. I have no problem with it.
Right.
I just don't
Same
drink
here.
anymore. So I'll go out for a beer with people. I'll just have a Diet Coke.
I think he was asking was the last time we went out for a beer.
We hung out in Blade West, but we didn't really go out to dinner, but we spent time and we caught up. Kevin would take a break, do a lap, come into my table, clickety clack all my slip joints, and then get his little fix real quick, and then off he went.
Yeah.
And then I would come to his table and he wouldn't be there, so then I would chat with Colin. Run through the Ranger Eye.
It's fun, man.
I don't have a very good Ranger Eye collection. I'm kind of new to the thing, but I've been trying to buy them from people that I know. So obviously this is Enrique Pena here, Pena Knives. This is a Jack Wolf one. These have not been released yet. They're just sitting on the table over here. We'll do it eventually. Have you guys ever met this dude called High Stacks? His name's Steve. He's in this patch game. I met him in Vegas, and he's a Phoenix guy. So this is his patch. It's hard to go backwards. This is Luft. You guys know the Avant. This is Kevin's Dead Nuts. This is Erling. Yep, the AVNT. This is Erling EDC. If you guys don't follow him, you should on Instagram. He makes these dope coins, these pirate coins. They're these nautical coins. So this was his. This was another one of Stacks. He just gave me this one recently. This is Superlative. And this giant thing is Make AKs Great Again, which is from KNS Precision, who makes a lot of parts for AK rifles, including the KNS Piston, which, it's off topic for our group here, but they're a dope company. Super dope. And this patch is big, so it's kind of filling space until I get more knife ones, honestly. And I got some room up here.
Sick. Yeah, the patches are fun, dude. Knoll Knives has some sick ones. If you go on his website, he's got Mortal Kombat themed ones that are fucking dope.
Oh, that's where those came from? I saw that. It says Victory and Finish Him. I need one of those.
Yeah, I have them on some of my pouches. Definitely go to his website. They're like $20. You get 2 of them. He's got 2 different sets. Finish Him, Victory, and then he's got 2 other. What else would it be? Fatality. And then I think one says something else. I forget what it is. But yep, Luft Concepts. They have the AVNT pre-order open right now.
I was
for
gonna
the
ask if that was still going.
Yep, they're doing the titanium one with that interesting pattern.
I thought it looked kind of cool. It's kind of like a honeycomb or something.
Yeah, it's some kind of Porsche grill or something that they're basing it off of. I ordered one or pre-ordered one. And then yeah, the Voodoo is the 27th, I think. I think it's 2 weeks after ours.
What's the Voodoo?
Noel Knives, same guy does those Mortal Kombat patches.
Pull it up on the screen.
Yeah, I'll pull
Can
it
you
up.
do that, or is that too much of a pain in the ass?
No, it's not a pain. Let me just put away the
Cool.
dumb shit I'm doing right now.
See, while you do that, I'm gonna see if there's any other cool shit I can show you guys.
Nah, these people don't want to see cool shit. No knives. Yeah, guys, definitely check out that Luft pre-order. They're giving away a prototype, actually. So I think for somebody who pre-orders the Titanium Avant, you get a chance to win their new prototype. One of the new prototypes. Something like that. Pretty cool. There we go. Present. Yep, 1027. I do wish, I told him, I was like, dude, I wish you were doing a belt satin version just because I want a belt satin version. But he's doing, I'm probably going to go for that marbled carbon fiber one with the hand rub just because it's the closest thing. And I do like a good hand satin, especially from Riot, like on this F5. So that I'm okay with it, but I would love a belt satin on it. But this is the Voodoo, dude. You probably saw it at Blade Show. He was carrying them around. This thing's sick, man. Let's see if I can pull up a better. There you go. You can get a better picture of it.
Oh yeah, I'm recognizing that now.
That's the one I would go for.
The whole thumb stud in the Fuller thing is mad cool. Like
yeah,
that whole way
I mean,
that
I'm
went
normally
about.
not a fan of that because I think it looks dumb, but he's doing it right. Like he's got like he didn't just slap a thumb stud in there. Like he designed a thumb stud to match with a Fuller. That's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at. Like it looks like it's it's well thought out. It's appropriate for the design, unlike a thumb stud just added to something. So you're talking about the nano oil. I don't mess with the 5 only because like it just seems really thin. And the bottle of 5 I had, the freaking needle tip is like so skinny. A little bit of plastic from the rubber stopper got in the tip, and like the whole bottle's now worthless to me.
Of the what? The 10?
The 5-weight nano oil.
Yeah, that's what happened to me, dude. I had to pour it into another container. That's what happened to me. Fucking pissed me off.
Okay, I just know like that's going to keep happening. So I actually like the 85 a lot. I thought 10 would be the way I want to go, but I'm digging the 85. It's less runny. You can drop it on the little tang corner. You'd only need one drop, man, 1 to 2, and it's gold. But either works, 10 or 85.
Kind of thick to pull that off. I don't know. The cool thing, Gabriel says, kind of redundant, but nice. So here's the thing with it, though. When you want to reverse flick that bitch, you rip it off the Fuller, right? Because it's perfect for a reverse flick. But then when you want to do a thumb flick, boom, you got that thumb stud that fucking fires. Where, you take a knife, like say the Stout, when you go to do a reverse flick, which is basically what it was designed for, it's perfect, right? Lines up. But when you go to do a thumb flick, yes, you can do it. And it's not like difficult, but you can see right there, I got kind of caught up. And that's what's really cool about the dual design for me is you get a perfect thumb stud pop, and then you also get the reverse flick. So it's kind of like makes it great at both things. So that's why I appreciate it. And if it's dialed in right, design wise, then it's awesome, which I think he did on that. But normally I think it looks like shit. So
This is my Sabenza I've now had for a long time, dude. This is a full-size Lefty with Cocobolo inlays.
yeah.
I
How
never
long have you
carry
had
it. Just sits here. Oh man, I probably bought it in like probably 10 years.
Yeah.
I mean, not like forever. I know there's Chris Reeve has been around for a long time.
Looks
And I never
smooth.
carry it. It's just yeah, it is. Like it'll drop. But it's just so big and heavy, and I've come to appreciate smaller knives. But every once in a while I like to, handle it.
Yeah, I wanted to try a small one again, but I just don't think I'd keep it.
Now, have you ever messed with an Opinel?
I mean, I've seen them. I think I've had one before, but it's not really like my jam.
No, but I would encourage you just for like some cardboard performance because these things have like
Stupid
basically
thing.
Scandi grinds on them and they're thin and dude, like they're surprisingly good performers. I'm not a collector of these, but a friend gave this to me as a gift, so it's got sentimental value.
Right.
And I always thought it would be cool. I don't know how to engineer it, but to have like a titanium one with like this collar on like bearings with like a click-in detent or something, like a super dope modern Opinel. Or maybe that's retarded. I don't know. You guys tell me.
Yeah.
But I just thought if you did this like space aged, where you have this rotating collar and it like sat in a detent and it just glided like click click, it would be satisfying. Or not.
I don't know. I'm not very interested in this idea. I don't think it would work.
I have no idea if it would work.
Bearings on that thing, like.
What I mean is like, okay, this is just like it's friction fit. So when you twist it, it's grindy feeling.
Now you got
But is
people
there a way
asking about Scandi grinds on Jack Wolfs.
Oh man, I don't know. I mean, I'd rather have a hollow grind than a flat grind to a zero bevel, But I guess I could do a version with it, like design like a Puko. Do you say how you say it? Puko or Pucko? How do you guys say that? I think it's Puko.
You said it right.
You ever see those? Puko.
Yeah.
Like a Puko slip joint might be kind of dope with a chisel grind, or not a chisel grind, but a Scandi grind on it.
Could be. Clicks like a watch bezel.
Yeah, but not like 60 clicks or 30 clicks. Not like click, 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 but maybe just like a few different positions.
I didn't know they made a sheep's foot version of that. I thought they were all like drop points.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not too versed in them, but all I know is they've got they're like numbered, right? So this is number 8. It says it on the collar.
Oh, I thought that was a sheep's foot. Never mind. Sorry.
There's a clip point. But they have different numbers, I think, which relate to different handle sizes. But they're just French utility knives, so they're just kind of cool.
What up, Chris?
Let's see, what else can I show you
guys? What's going on, dude?
Check this thing out. So this is a traditional knife. It's called a Taylor's Eyewitness, made in Sheffield, England.
What's up, Professor EDC?
And Steven, Patty's Potato Peelers, gave me this.
All right.
And it's a slip joint. Like, check out the flush joint. Let me see if I can get it. See how it's kind of all lines up in the close position? So it's got kind of.
That's fucking
like
weird.
It's weird. I got schmutz on it, but it's cool. Like it's unique. It's like very old fashioned British looking. So that's kind of its appeal.
Yeah.
And the action is kind of cool. Like it pops over and then it's real stiff. So it's like heavier on the open. You know how mine are lighter on the first stroke and then heavier on the second stroke?
Yeah.
These are kind of the other way for some reason. But I don't know. It's definitely different from a Jack Wolf. Couldn't be any more different. And it's got file work on the spine or on the back spring. See that?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, the wood is
File
nice. I forget. It's some kind of burl. So that's that one. This is the custom I took to blade.
I'm trying to do
Lighting
this
is so bad
right-handed.
here.
It's fucking weird. You ever try to operate a slip joint the opposite
I
hand?
always do them right-handed. That's just how I grew up doing it.
Wait, you grab it
So-
like with the nail nick facing you?
Yeah, this is my right hand. I mean,
Oh my
that's
god,
how I
dude! I
open
can't
them.
even do it. Like I need to grab it this way to even open it. I can't even dig in and get it. Like I'm slipping on. But
I
this
just,
way.
I grew up on the slip joint. I grew up on mostly Swiss Army knives, and I just, we're all lefties are a little bit ambidextrous, right? I mean, you just have to be. And so, yeah, it's all right-handed for me, which is one of the reason I'm not as compelled to put nail nicks on the other side.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. Because the way I grab it, the nail nick works where it is, honestly.
This is antique Westinghouse micarta, the good stuff. Look at that.
I don't know how anybody sticks their actual nail in there and fucking pulls on it. Like, that shit has to fucking hurt.
I use the nail nick on the vampire sometimes. I just find myself doing it without thinking about it.
I just always, I mean, I do. I use it. I'm using this finger and like digging
right,
in.
but I mean with my fingernail sometimes.
I don't even know how you, like, just like this. Oh my god, it feels like my fingernail's gonna rip off.
My vampire.
But I have very weak fingernails from dropping knives on them constantly. Like they're all fucked up. People are asking you questions. Hold on. Who's the maker of that one, Ben?
This is Ricardo Romano out of Brazil.
Yeah, you handed me that one at Blade Show, and I was like, I like yours better.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there couldn't be a higher compliment paid to me, honestly. This thing's pretty sick. But this is a more traditional Lanny's clip, guys. So if you got a Benny's clip and you're kind of wondering what is the difference, you can see the profile of the blade is a little bit different.
Damn, I got a bunch
Ben,
of shit.
check your subscriber count. I just joined the group of people on that relatively short list. Yeah, for anybody, every once in a while, like when I use YouTube, I just use my personal account because I've been using YouTube forever that way. And so if anybody subscribes to the Benjamin Belkin YouTube account, you're never going to see anything. It's just for watching videos. There is a Jack Wolf Knives YouTube account. I have a separate channel. I don't post anything there hardly. I send knives out to YouTubers because that's what you guys do. I've got a few videos posted on there, some of which are on my website about care and maintenance. And maybe someday I'll get a little more active on my YouTube channel, but there's just not enough time in the day for me. And then I got my Orge. This is highly recommended, guys.
Your Orge.
My Orge.
There's that fucking washer. I thought I lost this thing. Got it. Nice. Yeah, the ORJ is sick, man.
The ORJ is really, really nice. And the action on it, if you like a stiff spring, it's snappy. Which one? If we're talking about the Romano, that was Romano. Did we already answer that question?
Yep. Oh, have you seen the Quachetti, dude?
The what?
Check this.
What is that?
Check this fucking thing out, dude. It's like a samurai sword mixed with a hoeback, whatever the fuck, Quaking, I guess.
Yeah.
Calls it a Quaichetti. It's fucking awesome, dude. I need to fuck some shit up with this.
You need to EDC that.
Dude, it comes with a little belt loop. Hold on, let me see if I can. And it, dude, it's fucking razor sharp, too.
Yeah, be careful with that thing, man.
So it comes with a belt loop. So I'm wondering how you're supposed to, like, do you tuck it in your pants and then, like, loop this around the...
I don't know if the only way I would want to carry that is on a D-ring, like on a dangler slip. So if you sit down in the car, it's not. It'll kind of lay with you.
Carry it on your dick. Here. There we go.
Oh, that's practical.
If I was right-handed, can't get it out.
I usually carry a fixed blade on my right side if I have one.
Really?
Because I carry a handgun a lot, and that's on the left side. So it's like if there's going to be a
so I carry
blade, it's on the right side.
I've been rocking the Chickadee, and I just carry it up here.
Yep, me too.
So I just put it under the belt, pop it in.
You do cross draw?
This fucker just disappears, dude.
It really does. I love
It's
mine.
fucking
I've been
tiny,
wearing mine
but
each day.
I love this thing, though. It's really good for just, like, little opening boxes. Fucking, that's what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
I opened my mail with mine today. Cut up.
Yeah, there you go. You
a
can
bunch
open
of
envelopes, and then you just kind of, boom, that thing's fucking gone. That's what I've always wanted in a fixed blade. It's like the only reason I don't carry a fixed blade. Well, one of the reasons I don't carry a fixed blade ever is because I've never found one small enough that tucks away enough. Like, even if I have, it comes with some kind of sheath that doesn't work. Like it's a small knife and it's got this huge fucking sheath. Like, who wants that shit? This thing has both. It's fucking sweet.
You know what this is, Kevin? Don't tell them in the comments.
Do I know what it is?
Yeah, what kind of knife is this?
The brand?
No, like what is the name of this pattern?
Is it a Trapper?
Nope.
Is it a Whittler?
It's got a squared off bottom.
Is it a square ended? What is it? I don't fucking know.
I'll give you one more hint.
The hint is it has a butter knife on it.
It's a spatula. This is called a doctor's knife.
Oh, a doctor's knife. Okay.
Yep. So this thing's like a multi-use tool. It's a tongue depressor. You can use it to like stir powders and liquid, I guess. I don't know. Use your imagination. I'm sure you could do a couple other things with it.
And then it has a little blade on the other end.
Yeah, I'll show you in a sec. But the bottom of it's squared off, and you use that for like smashing pills and like making them into a powder. And then the other thing I guess you could do is you could like scrape the powder.
Yeah, it looks like concoction. A pill snorter to me, a coke snorter.
Yeah. And then the main blade on this one is a clip point.
What's up, Grump? What's up, Rochambeau?
Long, skinny clip point. So there's a polished blade.
Sobex. Ant, what up?
Shat and Morgan.
Yeah, I don't know. The polished blade thing doesn't. I don't have any knives with polished blade, I think. I'm not a big fan of the polished blade.
This has a cam tang, so it has no half stop. Around.
Yeah, see, I don't like that shit. I need a half stop. That's half the fun.
I prefer them. Now, check this out. This is a case from 1970, back when case knives were like really nice.
Good.
And it's a doctor's knife, but it doesn't have a bottom bolster. It's bare-ended, and it's single-bladed. It does not have a half stop, but it's got a really springy action, and it's like a long, skinny spear.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's different. Something different.
What up, EDC for fun? What up, Tri-State?
Dude, watch how fast this thing rounds a corner. Did you see
What
that?
up, Jagon? What's going on?
Kev, you know how a lot of these slip joints, you get them to about 45 degrees, maybe a little more, and then they jump?
Yeah.
Watch this one.
Holy shit. That was like
Yep.
before it even got halfway.
Just halfway, and then it goes. And like when you open it and it pops open in the other direction, it'll jump out of your hands. So
So it
when
doesn't even need a half step, really.
no, well, frankly, this is one that's going to bite somebody because they're going to think they have time to get out of the way, and then whoop, gotcha.
Jesus. That's cool.
But when I checked this one out and I saw the action, I was like, I got to have that one. That's cool. That's a pickle knife, which seems kind of redundant.
Pickle knife.
Yeah,
What's
I don't know. They make
about a pickle knife? Pickle and knife?
I don't know. I'm lost on that one. What are you guys carrying today? Did we already talk about that? Anybody carrying a slip joint? If not, why not?
I was, but I've been carrying a vampire since I got one, dude. Fucking love this knife.
It's sweet, dude. One thing I've heard a couple people mention it. I don't mind.
Later, Butch.
I've heard a couple people mention it, but one thing that I like about it is how it looks when the blade is closed. Like how the handle looks. Like one thing about that one is like that has it has a larger degree of rotation. You know, it's rotated in more to get that almost like straight up and down profile. Like look at the degree of rotation of a midnight. You know, the midnight's sitting in there. Like if this is the handle, the blade's out here, but this one is like this.
Right.
And in order to do that, like people, I guess, maybe just don't see it, but in order to get that profile when closed, you have to have that center swell out to the side with the screw in there so you can fit that blade in there. That was a hard one to design for sure.
This is the Benny's clip.
Yep.
This one's grown on me. This wasn't one of my favorites at first, just because I'm not a clip point guy. And I know a lot of people love the Laney's clip. I just don't love the blade shape all that much. But that's the Laney's clip.
I think the aesthetics of the Laney's clip is, I mean, it's an all-time great knife. You know, I mean, of course, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but as far as having widespread appeal,
Thai frame lock, please. Huh.
He's like titanium frame lock.
Thank you, Carco. Another 10 bones, dude. You're gonna go pour in this fucking live stream, man. Calm down.
Suggestion has been noted, sir.
Calm down. All right, real quick. Let's do a run through of the path so far for Jack Wolf knives. How about that? Let's rip through these bad boys. Maybe you could say something cool about each one. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll let it rip, you know. So we got the sharpshooter Jack, right? Sharpshooter Jack.
Sharpshooter Jack.
Sorry, I'll actually show the. This one's in the dark matter blue. I got all the fat carbons because I'm a bougie bastard. This one has one of the loudest, sort of like the acoustics on this one.
Yeah, it's different from all the others. I mean, I wish I could tell you exactly why. I think some of it is how thinly ground that blade is, like all the way through. Like that's the only one you could take the tip and flex it.
This one in the midnight kind of has that sound a little bit too.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying about the tip.
Yeah, if you grab it, you can. It's so thin. So on that one, I would say that was the introduction knife. It really demonstrated what I was going for on blade grinds. And it brought what I think is one of the coolest looking patterns to the table in a single blade configuration, which anybody who owns the double blade gun stocks is always like, well, why the fuck is this a double blade? And I cannot appreciate the ergonomics.
Right. This is the one that taught me that these are designed. They were designed for, I think, ergonomics, not aesthetics, and they just happen to look cool.
I think it's a little bit of both, right? Like guys have always been cognizant of shit looking good, but
You think
clear.
even way back in the day when they fucking first came out with this?
I mean, people feast with their eyes, and they always have. So but I think more so back then, practical things were driving, and aesthetics might have been more of a secondary consideration.
Next,
Laid back pickle jack. So
pickle jack, baby.
this is a sway back jack. For me, I wanted this one to be a little bit smaller than obviously the gold standard is a Great Eastern Cutlery Viper number 47. So how are we going to be different from them? What are my improvements? Number one, a more neutral sway. And then number two, a smaller knife, like not quite as long. And I think it struck a really good balance. Hard to beat a Wharncliffe for a utility blade, straight edge, and a really acute tip.
And it's a snappy little fucker too.
Yep.
Yeah, I really like the blade shape on this one, and I like the size on this one too.
Yep, 3.66 inches closed.
Then comes, oh yeah, the beast.
Midnight. Designed this one in secret. When I did it, I realized that I don't have a Barlow, I don't have a sheep's foot, and so let's kill two birds with one stone. And it has my design sensibilities in it. I like angles. Like a lot of slip joints have curves, and so you see a lot of curves in my stuff. But I needed something that had hard, sort of, I don't know what the right word is. I'm struggling for the vocab word, but almost brutal line work, if that makes sense.
Aggressive, maybe?
Yeah, aggressive. Like nothing about that knife says soft. You know what I mean?
I love everything about this knife.
It's sick.
The triple fluted bolster, the fact that the bolster's a little bit larger on this one than the others. The angles down at the end here, the blade shape, the long pull, the swedge up here is fucking stupid. The whole knife, just the walk and the talk. Fuck.
There's nothing I would change about that one. You know what I'm saying? Like that one came together like sweet, sweet music. I can't tell you how many times I redrew those bottom angles. You know what I mean? I had like 100 variations of the ass end of that thing, how wide it was, how pitched it was. The minute you have that sort of sleeve board pattern, you get too far out at the ass, it looks weird. You make it too narrow, it looks weird. So it took a lot to get that. But I think it almost looks effortless, so that's what makes it good.
Next up, we got
the Mutt, the K9.
This would be my surprise of the bunch. The one that I did not like aesthetically when I first saw it. But once I got this one in hand, the ergonomics just like fucking won my heart. And then the blade on this thing, the cutting on this, minus the snubby tip. That's my one downside on this one. It fucking cuts like a dream. And it looks cool. It's just badass looking. The way that the dog leg is.
Yeah, with this one, I'll tell you what was super interesting. At Blade West, I had this on the table, and people pick it up, and like they don't put it down right away. They pick it up, and they're like, oh. It's like this thing literally just goes in your hand, and you don't fight it. It just sits in there like it was meant to be there. And I think that tall spear point grind really surprised people because they're able to get that thing stupid thin. Now, if it had the more pointy tip, the whole blade profile would look different, and it wouldn't match up with the handle good. So it's kind of is what it is.
Well, no,
and
it's just different.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
It's
just that's my preference thing,
Right. And a lot of slip joint guys like fat spears. So you might not like the low drag very much because it has a big ass fat spear, which
I
means it
love
doesn't
this
have an
one.
ultra pointed tip. Yeah.
I didn't think I would, but I do. I fucking love it. That's the canine. And then came, we talked about it already a bit. Little Benny's clip.
Yep.
It's the only one that's not a full hollow.
Correct. This is one I had to do. This was the one that, if done right, is as close to a sure thing as you're going to get, just because of how appealing the Lanny's clip has been in the custom knife market. Like, it's just so widely loved, so widely photographed, so widely appreciated. So I had to make sure I did a good version of it because it would be super disappointing if I screwed that up, honestly.
Got the rhino's horn tip.
The rhino tip, the upswept tip. And I know from a performance standpoint, that's not your favorite. It's a trade-off for that sweeping belly up front in exchange for a sort of downward pointing tip. So
I'd say I'm the minority on that one.
Aesthetically, I love it, but I can understand if you're looking for a more utility-oriented blade house, not going to be the best performer in that category. But I mean, part of buying these knives is just because we think they're cool. Let's face it, if not all of it.
Then you got the sick color combo.
Yeah, and that was the introduction for me of camo carbon products, which, as you can tell, are continuing to roll out. So hopefully you guys like that stuff.
And then tomorrow,
the
Vampire Jack drops. And I got to say, this one might be my favorite, right behind the Midnight. I fucking love it, dude. I tried to make it as clear as day in my review that the because I think the thing that'll keep people from buying this is they're going to look at it and go, that might not be comfortable. So, like, I try to just make that the point of my review, kind of, is that this thing is more comfortable than pretty much any of the other ones. Maybe the canine is more comfortable, but I don't know, man. That swell just like literally melts and it lands. It's fucking weird, but it's so good.
Dude, they're like finger grooves on something that was ergonomically designed to have them. And then otherwise, the handle's mad neutral. I mean, it's like almost rectangular. So it's not, you're not fighting it like people think. There's not a hot spot like you think. You're not fighting it like you think. It just kind of gets right in there. And you get a powerful ass grip on that thing if you need to. So, like, if you're cutting cardboard all day with that thing, fear not,
Yep.
And if anybody watched Stas's video, he put that thing to work and just slayed with it.
Yep, it's a beast.
And I think it looks cool. I mean, it's the first one I drew. It was like the one that I was most excited about to draw was like my own version of a coffin jack, which I think is just this like sinister looking, it's like it's Dracula's knife. It's like the devil's knife.
And it's perfect for the month of October. So the options on this one, what are they? You got the Pacific blue and the lava flow and a dark matter purple for
and
300.
Yep, those three, and then natural and black micarta for $275. And I got about six new U.S. dealers, I think,
dropping this month.
Yeah, they're all starting with the Vampire. So if anybody's interested in these things, you got a few more places to shop this time around.
If you're trying to find one in fat carbon and you've been struggling, check out the new dealers. That would be, we got Circle A Knives is a new one.
Yep, out of Texas.
Cutlery Shop is a new one, right? They're a new one.
Yep, out of Idaho.
Frayed and Lock. Idaho. Yep. Frayed and Lock is a new one.
Syracuse, New York.
House of Blades is a new one.
Fort Worth, Texas.
Knives Ship Free is a new one.
Tennessee, forget the town.
And then New River Knife Works is a new one.
West Virginia. Yep.
And then you have Altener Silber Werkstatt in Germany.
I've been meaning to ask how to pronounce that, and I guess you're the guy to tell me. Altoner, is it Silber? Do you pronounce the B as a B?
Yeah, so it's silver. You pronounce the B.
It's a silversmith.
Zilber. Zilber.
Zilber.
So the S is like
Altoner.
a Z. The S is like a Z, and the B is like, I mean, it's still a B. So
Zilber. Werkstatt.
Werkstatt. Yep. Werkstatt.
Werkstatt. Altoner Silber Werkstatt.
Altener Silber Werkstatt. Yep.
Which means like Altoner Silver Workshop or something?
Yep. Pretty much.
What does Altoner mean? Is that a German word?
That would be a place, I'm pretty sure. It's in Altoona, is my guess.
It's in Hamburg, I think.
Oh shit, dude! Then that's right in my. That's where I'm from. That's why I said Altoona, because that's in the Altoona area in Hamburg. They say Altener for like that's that person is an Altener or whatever.
That's Maxie. She's mad cool.
I'm gonna hit that place up if it's in Hamburg next time I'm there.
You should. Yeah. Their family trade was obviously their silversmiths. And
I've probably been there then.
They're like the only
Victorinox and shit.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Check the website out.
Go ahead, click it. And then Israel, who was in the chat, I don't know if he still is, Professor EDC, he's going to be my Mexico representation in South America or Latin America.
Oh, really?
Call it.
Awesome.
Yep. So go ahead and put it up on the screen. There you go. They got Zoom product.
It means two
product out of stock.
It means two product. Basically go to the product is what it means. Oh, nein!
Oh, okay.
Oh, nein! Ich bin gerade nicht bestellbar. It means, oh no, I'm not currently available. So they're saying, notify me when it's available. So you put your email in, they'll hit you up and let you know. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I want to see if I'm
excited to be.
They got giant mouse and shit. Where's their address? Yeah, look at that. They're in Altoona. I told you. Boom.
Okay. So you were spot on, the Altoner. It means that like the silver workshop of Altoona.
Holsteinstrasse. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go check.
So does that mean the silver workshop in Altoona? Basically, the name of the business.
Yep, that's why it says Altoona. It's the Altoona Silver Workshop. It's literally straight up, just telling you exactly what the fuck it is.
Real creative.
Hey man, it's probably been that for like 300 years. So
exactly. She's like a master galvanizer. And the people who work for her are like super talented. They do all kinds of cool stuff.
They're like an hour and a half from me. You're in Germany?
I think he was saying he's near. Are you the one who was saying you were near Syracuse? Freight and Lock?
What? Sorry, I was reading JN's German over here. I don't go around telling people that I speak German. I'm fluent, I guess. I can get around over there, but I'm definitely rusty as fuck. It's been years. I was born there. Hey everyone, how's it going? What's up, dude? Custom EDC 9. What's going on, bro? Ball sack for you. Probably didn't see that coming. Boom. But it's kangaroo sack, baby.
I'm starting to look into Australia, and I want to get into Canada next year too.
Yeah, Canada you should be in already, but I don't know if
I
it's
know.
is it hard because of their laws or just you got to find
No,
somebody?
I've got I got a list of recommendations. It hasn't been as big of a priority because my Canadian buyers, I have Canadian buyers that are just buying from U.S. dealers and they ship.
Yeah.
But
You should talk to there's a dude, his name's Sharpened Blade. Have you talked to him on Instagram? He knows a dealer pretty well, I think. So
I have a list. Excuse me, guys.
he might be able
I
to
have a
connect
list
you
of like
directly with a dealer though.
yeah, yeah. If anybody's listening and you have a personal relationship with the owner of, there's like Blades Canada. There's one called Integrity.
I think it's
There's
Canadian.
like Warriors and Wonders, which I
Yeah,
think
I
is
remember
another name for Blades
we did
Canada.
this on a live stream. That's where you got 'em.
Exactly. That's how much further I am in this project.
Yeah, you should talk to Mike.
I'm just talking about it again.
House of Knives.
House of Knives. Yeah, that's the other one.
Yeah, his name's Sharpened Blade. Corey knows him pretty well. He like proxies for him here. But I know he has a connection to a dealer because he was reviewing a prototype of a knife that the guy was having made. So Was ist das? And was Easter Dummkopf? No, that is horrible. Was Easter Dummkopf? It doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, Sobex. International laws and taxes are a pain. They are a pain. It's just a matter of figuring out the details.
Bad. I mean,
it's not. It's just like it's 10 times the paperwork every month to get the international boxes out. Like the U.S. boxes are easy. Load them in a spreadsheet, upload them to Pirate Ship, print the PDF out of my Dymo, and slap them on the boxes. Done.
I love Pirate Ship, man.
You'll love it even more when you get a label printer finally.
I don't want a label printer, bro.
It'll change your life.
We have one for Devo. We used one when we packed all the orders. I'm not that crazy, but at my house I don't have one because I like cutting my labels out.
No, you do. I give you a hard time.
How would I review your knives if I didn't have the printer, man?
You gotta like do the Stasa. You gotta cut rubber tube. You gotta cut rope. You gotta cut. You gotta slice apples.
I don't do the Stasa, bro. If I did the Stasa, that's all I'd be doing is YouTube reviews. So I'm not doing that. I gotta sell knives too.
The yawns are hitting me.
You hear this thing fucking thwack out, man?
I did.
Oh yeah, we gotta give one away. Kunwu needs to start doing different finishes. I'd love the Tau Compact if it had anything but a satin finish. That's interesting. I feel like they should get away from the orange peel titanium because they do it on everything. They did say they're going to start switching it up, so that's good. I don't mind the satin. I do wish it was a little more of a belt satin and not this machine CNC satin. But this compact Tau is money. It's a great size. Each a great size. What else do I have in? One other knife I want to show off a little bit is this Enriggy Knives jersey. He's a Jersey fella, and he had this made by Shieldon, and he's going to be doing a pre-order on this as well. And this is pretty dope. For being a flipper-only knife, it's really good. D10's dial, action's good. You can flick it, actually. But that's off the bead blast, which I don't like bead blasts, but that's one benefit, I guess. But I love the pivot. He's got this cool sort of like poker thing going on there.
Yeah, it's a spade.
Yeah, dope. Cool blade shape. Just a good overall design and good knife. It's also
seems like it.
Simple. It's nice. I really like it. And it's made well. They freaking nailed the D10. Should be easy, but it's not. Kev, the Stiletto B-Jack in black and yellow. Make it happen, Ben. The Stiletto B-Jack.
And black and yellow. That is a departure from what I've been doing, but I'm always open to suggestions. How do I make it black and yellow?
You sending the plexus soon. Dude, I sent you tracking like 2 days ago. I know I sent it to Dirk, but check your email, dude. I'm pretty sure I sent you the tracking. But yeah, dude, I sent it 2 days ago, yesterday or the day before. I forget. So you're good, bro. You're good. Riggy's also going to sell at WMK White Mountain Knives when the pre-sale is over. Yeah. So if you don't pick one up on pre-order, I think you can get them at White Mountain Knives, which is cool.
What's a Riggy?
That's that knife I was just holding up, that prototype.
The Jersey one?
It's called the Jersey. His name is N. Riggy Knives. His name's Nick Riggy.
Oh.
The Jersey.
You guys know everybody, man.
I don't know everybody, but I do know a lot of motherfuckers. That's for sure. That reminds me, did anybody else get their Evo invoice and everything for the Evo 3.0? I paid
What is
mine.
that?
What?
Who made that? Or what is that?
You've never seen this?
No.
It's a custom knife factory, Rotten Designs Evo 2.0. This one is. This has got the carbon fiber show side, bark pattern tie, lock side. I got a Zerky tie clip on this bitch. Sick hollow grind. This is made by Kevin John.
You know me. I'm a slip joint guy, dude. I don't know who most of these people are or what this stuff is.
They were that Kevin John was my guess for who makes your stuff. Just because of the hollow grind.
Clearly, you know it's not him now. I don't know who that is.
Well, now I know, I guess, yeah. They make the CKF stuff. But they did a pre-order for the Evo 3.0 like 2 years ago, basically. And they're finally coming in. I paid $150 for the pre-order, and then I got an invoice the other day for $520 or something. So paid that, and it's just shipping now. So seeing if anybody else picked one up. I can't.
Is that an American-made knife?
Yeah, you got to pick up you still got to pick up a Jack Wolf, and then you got to pick up a Buzz. So you got 2 more knives this month, man. They are available right now, by the way. There's JD Cutlery as Evo 3.0s, or they did earlier tonight. Damn, look at this. You've got a whole bunch of plexi in different finishes. That's pretty cool. I gotta check this website out more. That's some cool shit. I guess oh no, here they are.
Put it up.
If you did not get an Evo, you can buy one right now on this website. Oh shit, I'm not showing it. My bad. My bad. Here you go, guys. Go get them. Go get them. This is the one I got, and the reason I got this fucking dumbass one with the black wash, it says full black wash, but it kind of looks like an acid wash, doesn't it?
Looks like an acid wash to me.
But I don't even know what makes this one is because of the micarta, which looks like dog piss as well, by the way. This is a rendering that sucks, I hope. But the reason I got that one is because of the weight. I've had the full tie versions of this knife because I had all 3 versions, I think. And they're just too heavy. So I got the micarta one thinking it would be lighter than the tie ones. And that's the only reason. Otherwise, I would have went for a satin or something. Tempted to buy another one, honestly, just to see. But I don't even know if I like the knife, so it makes it hard for me to want to do that, you know?
Are they USA made?
No, they're made by Kevin John, bro.
Well, I don't know who Kevin John is.
He's clearly a China OEM because I said
I know, but I didn't.
Stuff, man.
That's why I was confused. Like, is that when you thought I was getting stuff made in the USA? Like, how am I supposed to know someone named Kevin John is Chinese?
Well, because they're making your knives. That was what I was thinking.
Right. I just never heard of half these people. even know who Rotten Design is.
You don't know who John Sorensen is?
No.
Jesus. I'm just kidding. No, I get it.
I don't fuck with these knives too much. Like I'm still on the learning curve.
Yeah, these are too tactical for me usually, but
I was never
just love
drawn
the
to this
Evo,
kind
man.
of stuff.
I just love the design.
I can see the appeal in that one. I know you like that type of blade shape too. But
Yeah. This one says it's a pre-order, so I don't know what the deal is, but they in my opinion, they fucked up on the finishes on this one.
why are they
should have
almost
just done.
$700?
They're expensive, dude. Yeah, and they're China made. This was $670, I think, new when I got this one. On secondary, dude, I could sell this one right here for probably $1,200 right now.
Oh, that's why they're $670 because people really want them.
Yeah, well, there was when the 3.0 went on pre-order, these were like insanely popular. I don't know. The market could be different now. This could be less, but my guess is not because they never made more. So there's only less and less. They're just going to get more expensive. But this knife is incredible. Like the size for me, and that's why I don't think I'm going to love the 3 is because what they did, I think, was they took the blade from the 1.0, which is huge, and they put it on the 2.0 handle or something. So I think it's a much bigger knife than this. And that's not what I want. This is 3.5 inches. It's already too big,
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a small knife. I'm just not drawn to stuff that big typically. But I mean, the aesthetics are cool. I should probably try to design something weird looking like that. Maybe everybody will be stoked on it.
I mean, a slip joint like that would be insane, dude.
Right.
I should show you our newest design. We took, I don't know, do you remember the slip joint we did?
Mm-hmm.
We took that, we turned it into a liner lock and put a top flipper on it.
Cool.
Yeah, it's going to be fucking sick. We're calling it the Lush. The Lush.
The Lush?
Yeah,
I like
baby.
it.
Let me see if I can find a picture of it.
I wish I was that clever, bro. I'm not.
What?
He said the first rule of keeping a secret is play dumb with everything. He's on to me. It's like, I'm just not that clever.
What was the...
I really didn't know who. Because about Kevin Johnson, Chinese knife maker, or whatever their names are over there.
It's Kevin John, bro.
Oh, sorry. I was way off.
Come on, man. My name's Kevin Johnson.
I know. That's why I was joking.
You think I'm a knife maker over there?
What kind of stupid name is Kevin Johnson?
Kevin John, you mean? Sorry.
Yeah, there must be some kind of conspiracy going on because Kevin John and Kevin Johnson are too close together.
Dude, is it on my phone? No, here it is. Ah, sick. All right, let me show you these. Let me show you.
I don't even know what a cub pattern is, Grumpy. What do you mean by a cub pattern?
Share window entire screen. All right, I'll share the entire screen. All right, you ready?
There you go.
Let me know.
Oh my God, it's a parallel.
Can you see my desktop?
Yep.
All right, so this is the slip joint, right?
Yep, I remember.
With the sick ass choil and whatnot. I guess it's got a long pull. It's kind of funny. Yeah. Now, this all happened before you released the Midnight, right? So just saying, it's got some similarities. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I mean, you showed me this back in the day, so I'm not sitting here saying you jocked my style.
I was saying you copied us.
Oh yeah, right.
I'm kidding.
I drew that Midnight.
How the fuck do I undo what I did? Jesus, just let me out of here.
Command Z.
No, I just want to go back to the desktop. Why is this? Look at this. What the fuck is happening? There we go. All right. So that's the slip joint, and then here's the Lush, baby.
Oh.
What do you think?
I like it. Yeah, I dig it. Oh, I see you got the little recess. You get to the lock bar. You got the top flipper.
Yep. Got the
You
front
got
flipper / top flipper.
Yep, and then you've got like a little like jog in the rear bolster. Is that so that you can get to the jimping better?
I don't know. You gotta ask Colin on that one. I would assume so. It might have something to do with how it locks up
It looks good. I was just
when it
curious if there was
flips
something
up.
functional going on there.
I think it must be. It's so that. Oh, you know what it is? It's so that the blade, I guess. Yeah. So the spine of the jimping there goes right down the spine instead of sticking above. Maybe I don't know.
Right, but you could have just pulled the bolster out to be
Yeah, I
in the
don't know.
same line with the spine of the knife. But I don't know. It looks good. I dig
Yeah,
it.
it's unique doing that, I guess. I don't know. And then you can reverse flick off of the long pull. Basically, it's a fuller at this point.
Yeah, because that's how you would either, roll it with your thumb or middle finger flick it, right? Like that's how you're going to open this knife.
Yeah, but you also have the top flipper, front flipper.
Well, that's what I
So.
meant. You roll it with your thumb, right? Do
Okay,
you
yeah,
top
yeah. I
flip with
thought you
your
meant
index
use
finger or
the
do you
pull. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
sorry, I meant top flip
So we
or front flip.
may cut it right here and turn it into a bolster lock, or we'll just roll it as a titanium liner lock. Not sure yet. I think the bolster lock would look good, but
I think you can go wrong either way. The design will still be good either way.
yeah,
You had the blade like kind of kick back, like the sweep of the straight edge kind of went. You have to pull it back up, but like you know how the Midnight Jack kind of angles down. Your blade kind of angled up, and that's interesting. It goes wider to narrower on that thing.
hold on, let me. I'll redo
Yeah, pull
it.
it back up because it's something I noticed. I'm not criticizing it, although I did
No, I did.
think it
If
was
you
ugly
were,
as
I
fuck.
wouldn't
No, I'm just
care
kidding.
either. We literally, Colin just sent me this like yesterday, so we're just.
Can you rotate that so we can look at it sideways? Can you rotate that 90 degrees counterclockwise?
Can I do anything with it? Is a good question.
Yeah, there it is, top right toolbar. Boom. Yeah,
That
there we go. Thank you.
okay. You want
Yes,
me to
I
grab
don't know.
the
I just
midnight?
prefer to. No, that's okay. Okay, so what I'm observing is the
I see what you're
angle
saying.
of the blade from the choil to the tip is
Yeah,
at an upward orient.
where
Yep.
this is going down.
Correct. I do that purposely. I really like the aesthetic. And like if you put the
Yep.
midnight down on the table, like the bottom of the handle and the tip will touch, and then there's like an
Yep.
arc.
Yep. And I think the choil play. Damn, that thing sounds good. I think the choil plays a part in why it's facing up versus. But if we look at the slip joint, let's see how that one was.
It's
I'm
more
assuming
neutral.
it's the same, but it could be wrong. That's
It's
got a
more
little
neutral.
belly in it almost, right?
It does. It goes straight and then kicks up at the tip.
It's funny how it's a little bit different. Maybe the internals dictated that, or
Yeah, exactly. We'd have to take a look at the knife with the scale off on both of them to see.
right. But yeah. Ever since we did the slip joint, I was like, we got to do like a locking version with a top flipper or something because that design is perfect for that. I think.
Yeah, I think it looks really good.
The scale material looks Christmassy. You mean the blue fat carbon? Colin likes to use that shit on renders. It doesn't mean we're going to use blue fat carbon. It's just how long is the blade on the Lush? So this one's going to be a 3-inch. It's going to be probably our smallest one to date because that 3 1/4 is just too big for a knife with that design. I think 3 inch is perfect. What's your favorite version of the Buzz, Kev? Here's a funny story. When we first got the prototypes for the Buzz, what we asked for was an all gray version, so satin blade with bead blast handles, and then a reverse tux version, which was a bead blast handle with a black wash blade. And those were the two versions we asked for. What we got was the all gray version and then an all murdered out version. This black washed handle, black washed blade, black hardware. And apparently I had asked for that. I screwed up in our emailing with Best Tech and we ordered that. And we got those, and I was like, damn, I actually really like this murdered out one, which we're calling the blacked out buzz because, you know, drinking blacked out. Anyway. So then I was like, okay, we got to do a swap because we wanted to do a reverse tux for the pre-order. So I swapped the hardware. I don't know if I did it in a video. I may have. And we came out with the reverse tux version. And I had all the pieces laying there. And I was like, I might as well put the other one together just so I have the two knives put together. And I put this one together with the black handle and the satin blade. And ever since I did that, this one has just grown on me more and more. And this one's probably my favorite version now. So this is the one I would pick up if I was buying one on Saturday. I would get this version, which we're calling the Tuxedo. Black wash handle, satin blade, satin hardware.
What is a black wash? What makes a black wash a black wash?
So a black wash is a. Do I have my stout here? No. If you look at this handle, it's PVD, right? And then it's tumbled. So think of it
Tumbled
like
after
stonewash.
PVD?
What?
After the
stonewash
PVD?
it.
But like not before the PVD, after the PVD.
Exactly. So it's a black wash. Does that make sense?
I see. And then what's the difference
Do I have
between,
some?
and I don't mean the technical
Here.
difference necessarily, but aesthetically, what's the difference between PVD and DLC? Like, can you tell the difference?
It's actually like a common misconception. Somebody in the chat can correct me if I'm wrong here. PVD isn't an actual thing. DLC stands for diamond-like coating or something diamond-like. The L might be different, but I think it's diamond-like coating. And that's an actual like material, right? PVD isn't an actual material, it's a process. It's like particle vaporization something. So it's
Physical
not really
vapor deposition.
So what they use is like titanium nitride coating, and it's applied by PVD. Does that make sense? By a PVD process. But a lot of people just call it PVD. So when you hear
Is
PVD,
the same as DLC?
Oh,
sorry, go ahead.
When you hear PVD, it actually could be like 4 or 5 different coatings, but it's done in a PVD process, where DLC is an actual coating.
So DLC is it a coating or a surface treatment? Like a lot of gun parts, they do nitride or like a salt bath nitride. Is that the same as DLC? Anyone in the chat?
So I think DLC can be applied in a PVD method, if that makes sense.
So talk to me about some knives on the market and which of the two, like all the X series stuff that Pena gets, like the ones that are the Blade HQ exclusives.
That's
what are those?
Probably PVD.
Okay. And is that a good finish?
Would say is PVD, so it's probably like a titanium nitride finish applied in a PVD process. DLC is like hard as fuck. DLC is like, but I think it's also like shinier and shit. I don't know.
I always thought DLC looked kind of chalky or kind of matte looking, and PVD looked more like a coating. But I don't have much knowledge on these things.
I think it's the other way around. I think DLC is the one that looks like shiny, and then PVD stuff.
Pull up some pictures of some knives that have these things. I'm trying to learn what all you modern knife guys are into.
But the problem is if I search DLC knife coating, you're going to end up looking at a bunch of pictures of what's probably not even PVD or whatever, not even DLC.
So let's find someone we know does DLC.
Yeah. DLC coating, REK knives. Let's see.
What does Medford do? I think he does actual DLC.
No, I think he does PVD. he actually does the PVD in house, or he used to send out. I don't know. It's a whole thing. It's DLC coating services.
3 to 4 months.
About our
DLC is applied.
DLC. So here you go. Thousands of dollars worth. I've tested over 24 DLC coatings since the initial launch 2017. I've researched and sampled several additional coatings, both PVD and CVD, and have settled on one of the best looking and most durable coatings on the market. And the best part is that it's a true DLC, diamond-like carbon. That's right, carbon, not coating. Coating with integrated corrosion resistance. While Cerakote is a good option for many knives, my own testing has shown it's not nearly as durable, wear resistant as our DLC under hard use. I've tested and compared many different PVD, CVD coatings, and the DLC coating I settled on and now offer is not only superior to most of them in corrosion and wear resistance, but it is much more consistent with a uniform dark black, which is difficult to find among DLC coatings, believe it or not. It's applied to the specific formula, microns thick, which is blah, 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 and much harder at just over 2,000 HV. Sounds like the DLC is kind of like sprayed on, like a Cerakote. Look at that, when completely dry. Where PVD is that particle vaporization shit. It like goes into a chamber and they like remove all the air and shit, and like it makes the shit stick to the blade. Where I think DLC is like Cerakote, where you kind of just like spray it on.
So they're just fucking coatings.
EMP uses DLC. I think he just calls it that, Stacy. I don't know if it is or not. I could be wrong.
Todd Carr gave what sounded like a technical answer. He said the PVD process involves charged particles. Usually the handle is negative and the coating is positive that adhere to the surface, then baked on. So is DLC just another word for a certain... Is DLC applied via the PVD process? That's what I'm curious about.
I don't think so. That's what I'm saying. I think DLC is applied by just spraying it on like a Cerakote would be. Like,
does anybody know the
Cerakote,
difference at
use
first
a gun.
sight? Yeah, Cerakote, you spray it on and they have the air dry and the heat dry.
Yeah, and I think
I know that much.
DLC is the same way.
Okay, so Jerry, you're saying DLC and PVD are two different processes. Yeah. I follow you there. We understand that PVD is the particle vaporization deposition process. So what is the DLC process?
DLC is not a process. DLC is a coating. See, that's the difference.
Right, but I guess, I mean, what is the application process? Is it sprayed on?
I think
a spray gun?
Yeah.
How do you spray something on at 5 microns?
It's like painted on or whatever. You heat it up, probably spray it on, and then it cools down onto the steel.
The
DLC is also
500 degrees.
Jesus.
See, how come no one knows? It's been around forever. It says right there, DLC takes on the finish of the metal, will not cover or hide any scratches, wear, or inconsistencies.
It's probably a thinner coating.
The only blasting we can DLC coat over top of is a sandblasted finish for a matte DLC.
Ah, that makes sense. Then it would give you that matte kind of finish.
Yeah, what Jerry, I'm curious about is...
Jerry, your link isn't going to show up. I think he probably posted a link, but it's not. He can't post a link. I don't know why it blocks people from doing that, and I don't have the time, or I don't want to figure that out right now.
So without getting too technical about it, is one more desirable than the other? Is it like, do people sneeze at PVD, or is PVD okay?
I think people are fine with PVD or DLC. What they don't want is a Cerakote. Like, Cerakote is cool if you're doing it yourself or you're having like a modder added or something. But like if you're getting a knife made, you don't want to do Cerakote. You know what I mean? Like Benchmade uses
I wouldn't do it.
Cerakote.
It's
You know,
okay on like handles. Like I've seen some like Sky Raider knives. The dude here in Arizona who makes those fixed blades. Like he's
thanks,
got
man. He said for
he does these
DLC versus
aluminum.
PvD research. Thank you.
Dude, we're gonna need more than $5 for
See, there
that.
you go. DLC is applied with PVD techniques. DLC is just a specific coating. That's what I've been saying.
That's
yeah.
what I was thinking too. I think DLC is applied with the vapor deposition, but it's just a specific type of shit you spray on there.
DLC is more wear resistant, from what I understand. Yeah, I mean, from what I've heard, PVD coatings, some of those titanium nitride coatings are like they're like in the 70s or in the 80s in HRC. Like, I don't think it matters. Like at that point, it's fucking tough. You know what I mean?
Well, the only and it's like, are we really applying these things for wear resistance? Maybe on fixed blades or certain types of knives, but
like
on
here's an
our,
example. Oh, here is an example for you.
it's just to make them black.
So this is from QSP. This is the stout, right? And this is a black wash, and I would 100% guess it's a PVD coating. So it's some kind of titanium nitride coating or whatever applied by PVD.
Okay.
It's not DLC.
Now,
and then
if they don't, go ahead.
This is from Shieldon. This is one of my prototypes. This is their black wash. And the guy specifically told me it was a titanium nitride coating, but it's applied by PVD.
Okay. Now, do you prefer these coatings having been stonewashed after, or do you like them if they don't wash them?
I personally want them stonewashed after, because what happens if you don't is it looks like fucking paint to me. I think it looks not great.
Got it.
For example, we're gonna have Best Tech do a more of a tumble on these, but the handles are pretty good. They're pretty tumbled. The blades that were black washed on the Buzz prototypes, they looked a little too PVD. They didn't look necessarily like they were tumbled after. I'm trying to find something I can show you, but I don't really.
No, I saw, like, for example, like
it'll almost look like this, you know, like it'll just
Yeah.
look like you painted on fucking a coating. I don't love that.
Right. And I can't say I don't dislike that. It's just different. I'd have to, but I know what you're talking about. It kind of mutes it and gives it a little bit of a textured look versus just something that's so uniform, right?
To me, it looks like black paint when you just do straight DLC. I don't like it.
So
Or PVD,
hold on, we got
whatever.
we're getting taken to school. Transparent knives.
Brian's
DLC
here.
and DLC and PVD often require the knife to be
subject
subject to
to
temperatures.
Yes, I've talked about this as well. Best Tech literally warned me. They were like, okay, we're going to do 20 CV on your Buzz. It's going to be 60 to 61 HRC. And they're like, but the ones that are black washed, they could be 1 to 2 HRC lower because of the black wash coating, because they have to heat the steel up, and it essentially anneals the steel to apply the coating, and then that can bring the HRC down. Yeah. So anyway, that's true. Cerakote is less wear resistant, but can be applied at much lower temperatures for curing that don't affect heat treat. Oh, that's good to know.
Well, and that one dude's website said he has 500-degree processes for his stuff to not affect the heat treat. That was one of his bullet points. Whether that's accurate or not, I mean,
when you're looking at a Chinese OEM knife, it's mass production. They just,
correct.
It's just,
so like if you want a black knife, you run the risk of having a lower HRC, but it's like, is that worth the trade-off? Probably, if you want a black knife.
It is, because you're still going to be. We've had some stouts tested that are black washed, and they're at 60 on 20 CV, which I think is still good.
Sure, it's excellent
for a Chinese OEM mass-produced knife. Yes, I think that's good. I think people's expectation of HRC is a bit, like, yes, of course, 63 is like ideal on 20 CV. That would be perfect. But like it's going to be hard to get that when you're making 600 knives overseas. If they're small batch knives made in the US or wherever, they can control that better. And you could get that, but I don't know.
Yeah, let's not go down the Rockwell hardness rabbit hole, please.
Yeah, I don't want to go down there either.
DLC may be less attractive than PVD for some. Let's see what she said. Since DLC coating is much harder, making it bond to a metal surface is a much more complicated process. Hence, it is pricier than PVD. On the other side, the DLC coating may be less attractive than PVD for some, as it adds somewhat matte look to the watch case, which really turns this competition into a taste deciding. So this must have been from a watch website about watches.
Got it.
Okay, so I guess let's bring this conversation back around. If you want to sell a knife that's black, then it's either PVD or DLC. You run the risk of softening the blade some, but that's going to be in exchange for a black blade. And obviously it's not a concern on handles.
Right. It's not going to be a concern on titanium or anything.
Right. And then what else was I going to ask you just now? Because I lost the train of thought. It's getting late. Brian just had a fit when Ben said 60 was excellent. I guess what I'm saying is 60 is not a soft knife. For just an everyday carry knife, 60 is going to do everything you want it to do. And it goes dull, just sharpen it. You know? It's like, let me ask you a question. Would you rather have a knife at 60 with geometry like a big fat wedge, or would you rather have one at 58 that's like meant for slicing? You know, does the bigger number mean better? It doesn't.
But people are going to say I'd rather have the good geometry with a 62, you know?
Sure, I get it.
I know I will order the satin. Yeah. Hey, man, the satin or the stone wash, I guess.
Dude, Jason says Amazon boxes don't care what your HRC is. That's the thing, man.
Like,
truth. Are you guys cutting nails with your pocket knives?
You want to, dude, even if you cut nails, 63 isn't going to make a difference. Like, that's the thing. I've had knives that are, supposedly heat treated at, 63 or whatever on Magna Cut. You hit a fucking staple, you're still chipping that bitch. Like, it does, you know what I mean? You need like a fucking 80 Rockwell knife to not chip it on certain things. So at that point, it doesn't even matter to me. But my point being is it's to some people it matters, and that's fine. That's fair. All I can do as the person selling the knife is give you the information. I'm not trying to hide the fact that a black wash is going to possibly lower the HRC by a point or two. I'm going to tell you the numbers I'm getting are 60 to 61 on the 20 CV from Best Tech, and then you make your decision. If that means you're not going to buy the knife or you're going to buy a certain version of the knife, there you go. But
these are 59.5 to 61. That's the specification for these.
Yeah, and I'm perfectly happy with that.
If that's how they want to make them because that's how they believe the performance will be the best, it's fine with me.
I don't know about you guys, but I've spent literally hours, if you count it up, sending emails to OEMs in China trying to get them to go to 62, and nobody will fucking do it. I've literally talked to 3 or 4 OEMs and pushed that envelope as far as I could go. Nobody will go to 62. They just fight the shit out of it. They will go there.
Because shit will start warping. Shit will start warping.
If you take full responsibility for everything, which means if they start fucking blades up, you're paying for it. If your customers have issues, you're on the hook. If whatever, they come up with all these things that I call excuses, like it could yellow, the tips could break, whatever. Like, I don't believe that stuff. But they do for some reason, and they will not go past 61. It's so it's either don't do it, like switch to maybe another steel. But personally, I think 20 CV at 60 to 61 is perfectly fine for my purposes. And for 90% of the people buying the knives, I think it's fine. So anyway.
Hey, Jason. No, I'm in Phoenix. I just put this thing on because I'm on the camera. I like it for the ambience, but I'm like starting to sweat now. So I'll probably need to turn it off soon. I wish I was in northern Arizona because I'm tired of the damn summer. Dude, this spring in this one is absolutely no joke. Whoop.
If you buy a car and it says 350 horsepower, but you only get 250 horsepower, you still can't go faster than the speed limit. Would you be okay with that, or do you want the best performance? So,
Yeah,
Todd,
but Todd,
the difference
you
is,
can't relate. Like the higher the Rockwell doesn't mean the better the performance. That's
but
not a direct correlation.
but the difference is, I'm telling you it's 60 to 61. I'm not
Right.
telling you it's 62 to 63, and then you're getting it at 60 to 61, and I'm saying be okay with it. I'm literally telling you what it is, and then you can make the decision to buy it or not. So that analogy doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
I like what
I don't know, but I get what you're
Transparent Knife said
saying is
earlier.
if you buy a Ferrari, you want it to perform like a Ferrari. You don't want it to perform like a Honda Civic and look like a Ferrari. I get it. But I don't think that's the same. I don't think that's the same, if that makes sense. But
No.
I don't know, whatever.
He just Transparent Knife said it's all dependent on the price, promise, performance, and honest marketing. If someone's honest, there's no problem. You let people make their choices. Exactly. Like this is the
Right.
range, and I don't test these. I don't test every single blade. I'm representing what
test
the
them all.
factory no. So I represent what the factory represents to me, 59 to 61
Right.
and a half.
I
And
asked
ultimately,
I asked them to test them though. Like when they
Yeah.
do a batch, I say, or when they do the run, I say, please, test the knives. What do you get? And the prototypes get tested. But yeah, when I get the knives, I don't go around testing them to make sure because I don't have the equipment and I don't know. I'm trusting that
exactly.
they're doing what they say, I guess, And these companies have a track record. If it was like a random OEM that nobody's ever used, sure. Some companies just have way too large a range. Right. I get what you're saying. I think if they say 60 to 61, I think that's a good range. Best Tech even narrowed it down to 61 for me, but I'm not going to go around saying that. I'm going to say 60 to 61.
This M390 is 59 and a half to 61. It's like at the end of the day, I'm not like no one's complaining about the performance of these knives. They hold an edge longer than your basic carbon steels. You can sharpen them to a hair splitting edge. They don't chip easily. No one's breaking them. It's like, what more do you want? You want like
the proof is in the actual experience. Like I haven't had a single person come to me about their stout having some issue with the edge retention or the whatever. So like I think it's just I don't know. I don't know if it's I don't know. People just get hung up on details, and that's fair. Like if that's the way you want to look at it, it's your money,
Sure, absolutely. I mean,
But,
what else would we be talking about on a Thursday night if we
Right.
can't go around in circles about the same topics everybody always talks about? It's
But I
what
think
we
a lot
do.
of times people think that we're like yes, if I could get them to do 62 to 63 on 20 CB, I would 100% do it. But I've tried. I've literally fought that battle for ever and can't win it. So it's like I'm just, it's going to be 60 to 61 and that's kind of what it is. So, but don't be like, what are you saying? Don't be like
Don't
that
be like
one
that one
company that
company that
advertises
advertises.
54 to 63.
Yeah,
Damn, who's that company?
I don't know.
Yeah. Make sure you have a good job lined up. The housing market up there is kind of stupid right now. Huh?
They're having a sidebar.
That is true. It's smarter to be conservative and under promise always. And if it's better, then who's going to complain? Right. I feel the same way.
Well, it's just generally in life, right? Under promise, over deliver.
Well, unless you're a Chinese company, because all they do is overpromise and underdeliver. It's fucking
Right. I
hilarious.
said that's not the right way to go about things.
I know,
But
it's just
transparent
funny how
knives.
they do that. Everything they
who's
do is
gonna
like, yep, it'll be a month, and then it's 3 months later, and you're like, what's going on here?
like who in this chat? What percentage of people in this chat has taken their own pocket knife to a Rockwell testing machine and tested it? Now, if you make knives for a living, you don't count. You know,
But
like,
at the
has
same
anybody
time,
here?
who in this chat has felt like they need to? You know, like that's the difference. Is like, there's
Right.
no
Well, you
way
would
that
only.
I could tell if this is at 59 or 60. Like, I wouldn't be able to tell.
Not only that, you won't
If it
ever
was
be able
at
to tell what kind of
57,
steel
I
you
probably
have.
would.
You won't even know what kind of steel you have. If we unlabeled your steel and gave you 3 steels, you won't be able to know which is which.
And it wouldn't go dull for fucking, like, I don't even get past the factory edge on 90% of the knives I get. So, like, why does it even matter? We're buying so many knives that, like,
right. You're
like,
never
I
going to
get it.
cut with the same ones
That's not a
5
good
times.
argument. We know.
Right.
Anyway, let's give this thing away, and then I gotta wrap this up. My wife's gonna knock the door down. So the moral of the story, guys, is you should buy a Vampire Jack tomorrow, and then on Saturday you should go pre-order a Buzz. All right,
because you're going to get dope geometry and appropriate HRC.
You're gonna get sick hollow grinds
aesthetics.
on both of them.
Yeah. And you're going to get Kevin's first top flipper and a dope sheep's foot blade.
That is if it doesn't label what the steel is. If you're told ahead of time, that's fine. I'm talking about those that don't label hardness or lie about hardness. Yeah, I get it. That's what's
Kevin and I aren't the
frustrating.
kind of people that would lie about anything or mislabel anything. That's short-sighted. That's fucking stupid, you know?
A lot of times I think it's just ignorance when people do that shit.
Well, people make up shit. It's like, I'd rather tell you I don't know and then go get you the information than talk out of my ass.
This is an expensive fucking knife month. You guys should coordinate and give us a break. Dude, that's the thing. First off, Ben is dropping a knife every fucking month, so there's no breaks. But like with the other pre-orders and stuff, I would never do a pre-order if I waited for the right moment. You know, like you just got to do it. You plan the best you can. I mean, when I planned the Buzz pre-order date, there was no other pre-order around it. All I was worried about was the fact that Blade West was the week before and CCKS the week after, and I didn't want to drop it on one of those weekends. And then all of a sudden, there was 4 other pre-orders that popped up around it, which doesn't bother me at all. But the point is, you just can't plan for that. And if you wait any longer and you go into November, December, it probably gets worse because the holidays, everybody's pinching pennies and shit. So, you know, not much you can do.
Matt says, yeah, why do the two of you have to release so close together and then be all chilling here, being cool and shit?
Yeah, man.
Dude, I don't know how cool we are, but we're chilling.
We're actually secretly super competitive, and we hate each other, and we're dogging each other's shit behind our backs and stuff. No, like for me, it's if I don't know. I don't look at it as like competition. I look at it as like there's enough knives to go around, and we should all be supporting each other's ventures and shit. Like, I don't know.
That's right. It's friendly competition, if you're going to call it anything. Like, you know, we're all vying for the same customers, more or less. I mean, that's not wrong. But at the same time, it's like we just want to see each other be successful, and we're all going to work as hard as we can, and we're going to keep it a community and not be trying to stab each other in the back, to use a knife pun.
And if you're going to buy a $300 knife, you're going to buy another $300 knife. Get the fuck out of here. Plus, I got Sezzle, yo. I got Sezzle.
Yeah, Kev's got Sezzle.
I got that Sezzle. Here's the giveaway knife, guys. The Pinion. This is a good way to wrap up our friendly competition here is to plug another guy. Casey. Casey, here's a little cheers to Casey.
Yep.
He got his ass knocked down, he got back up, and he fucking knocked this one out of the park. So dude deserves a lot of fucking credit for not giving up because you would definitely want to, and I'm sure he wanted to at some point. But he stuck with it. And this knife, seriously, for the money, is incredible. So, shout out to Casey. Get that blue G10 too. The blue G10.
That was my favorite one out of the batch. It's like baby blue. I like baby blue.
That black micarta though, man, came out sick.
It did. Maybe just because I've got a lot of black micarta with my stuff. When I saw that blue, I was like, man, that's different. I don't know if I don't pay attention to a lot of the modern stuff as much, but have you ever seen anyone use that blue G10?
Yeah, Kubi.
Oh.
Yeah, I've seen him use it before. But it's cool. It's cool. Do I have anything else? Hold on, let me see if I got anything else here.
I take it we're not doing the numbers game?
Fuck no. We don't do numbers games around here anymore.
I don't know. I was joking. On Monday, KC was still using the numbers game, but it went
smoothly. That motherfucker. Didn't we teach his ass? Like,
he was not prepared. He was like, I don't even remember. Yeah, I was there. He was like, I don't even remember how to do it. It's not. There's going to be a minute teaching the old dog a new trick. Man, I'll tell you what. Sometimes I pop this thing, and that spring kicks back so hard, I'm going to drop it in my lap, and then I'm going to be sorry.
Which one is that?
The vampire, dude.
I wasn't sure if it was that case knife you were talking about earlier.
No, but this one, I can't stop playing with it. Another thing I noticed about this too, Kev, if you keep your finger up high when you're operating it, like you can kind of mute the spring a little bit because you're pressing on it. So if you bring your hand a little lower, because the spring comes out the back a little bit.
Yeah. Interesting.
Just be mindful where you have your index finger.
I got the NAFSCO Lander mouse pad, some stickers, and KPL original to go with your pinion, guys. So let me get this all in here. All right, we need a hashtag. What do you want to do?
How about hashtag vampire?
All right, I was gonna suggest that one actually. StreamYard giveaway tool. Giveaway. All right. Present.
I hope you guys like these vampires. I think they're sweet, but I'm biased.
Nah, dude. It's a killer, man. It's just going to, I'm telling you, it's just going to be that handle shape that would turn anybody away. So that's what you just got to make it clear. This bitch is comfortable as hell.
She's comfy, boys and girls.
Trust. Shit. I bought a second one just because I was so sure. I was fucking right, too. So you're saying if you hold it up top, it mutes it?
Oh, yeah. If you put your thumb up here when you're operating it, you can kind of like fuck with it. But if you like press there while you're opening and closing it,
I notice if you grab it at the top here and do it, hear that?
Yeah.
Versus grabbing it down here. But I think my thumb was back here, so I think it's probably the thumb.
It changes the acoustics depending on where you put your hands on the thing. I love fidgeting with these, dude. It always kills me when I see in YouTube comments someone saying like, "Well, you can't fidget with the slip joint." I'm like, "You just never tried."
Dude, I spent the whole Blade West standing there with my vampire jack, just fucking opening and closing the bitch behind my table.
Yep.
So
I can't tell you how many people I saw who had never used a slip joint before. They grab it and then they try to close it like this. And it just like, I want to tell them, but it's like, you just got to let people do their thing. But they, they're trying to do this and it's like, it's just not right. And you're going to struggle.
Well, sometimes you got to struggle, man. I had to struggle. I had to learn.
Yep. I'm going to
You
do
gotta
a
learn
video.
the ways, man. Now I'm a fucking
do
slip
a-
joint X. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, as soon as you can reach up with your thumb, bro. Look, Kev, you know how you
What?
say you can't reach up high enough?
Dude, you got fucking thunder thumbs, dude. I can't.
No,
I wouldn't
look,
even get enough pressure from there.
I'm right at the plunge grind.
Yeah, dude. I my thumb is not strong enough to push that bitch from here.
Yes, it is. Go.
Yeah,
You're
it
just
is, but I'm
afraid.
not doing it, man. I'm gonna cut
You're
myself.
afraid. No, you're not. Just let it
I am
go.
afraid. Yeah, I'm about to wrap up. My wife's knocking at the door.
Put on like a chainmail glove, like a knight, and get to practicing.
Man, you're gonna cut the shit out of yourself. All right, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's see who wins this mother. Who's gonna win the pinion? Oh, Ross
Rosati.
Shout out to Ross.
Good job, RR.
I'm going to put my email in here, Ross. You can email me your address, and I will send out the pinion, the KPL, and some swag, and a mouse pad from NAFS. That is yours, sir. Thank you for playing along. Put this here. Shut that. All right.
Hey, Tori, thank you for the support, bro. He said he loves his Midnight Jack. I appreciate that.
Yeah, Midnight's the shit.
The Vampire is a good pairing with the Midnight. It'd be a good second choice because they both got the coffin style and you're getting a different blade shape. So just a thought.
True that. I like to put, I would put one of these with like one of the ones that has a clip point or something like that. But I don't pair them up. I usually carry the slippy in the front and then I carry a folder in the back. But yeah, all right. My wife's gonna kill me. So thank you guys for coming out, listening to us bullshit for a while. And
thank you, Israel. Appreciate it. Yep. Thank you, everyone.
And pick yourself up a Vampire tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Go to the dealer list. It's in the description down below. You can pick one up. And then if you got any money left on Saturday, sizzle yourself a buzz. Get on the pre-order for that. And you'll be set. Then you can just chill, for 2 weeks.
You guys would be good.
Pick up a voodoo.
Be good for a minute.
Yeah. You be good for that paycheck. And then, on the next one, I'll tell you what else to buy. But
Tell you what, I'd rather have knives than cash right now because they seem to keep deflating the cash. So buy knives.
Yeah, but reselling the knives gets harder then. But yeah, buy them up. Too
much information. Hey, thank you, everyone. You guys are awesome. I appreciate all your
guys.
support.
Thanks, Ben. Appreciate you coming on, dude.
All right.
Later.
Peace.